Hi, I'm Todd Nauck, and you're listening to Dinner and a Podcast.
Go ahead. Make my day.
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Here's Johnny.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
This is Sparta.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
You talking to me?
I see dead.
Houston, we have a problem.
Just a drink. A martini, shaken, not stirred.
Why so serious?
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Welcome to Dinner and a Podcast. Here are your hosts, Steve, Joe, and Mike.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 71 of Dinner and a Podcast, a show where three best friends get together, sharing a meal and a conversation, discussing all things pop culture, movies, TV, and comics. Be sure to check out our Facebook page by searching Dinner and a Podcast, our website, dinnerandapodcast.weebly.com. There you can find comic reviews, full comic synopses, dinner and a movie reviews, and just a bit outside. Also check out our shop where you can buy our pins and our stickers, and our Twitter and our Instagram feeds are at Dinner Podcast. I want to say hi to our buddies in the Nerd Podcast Mafia and the BSPN Podcasting Network, which we are proud members of. Be sure to listen to all the entertaining shows, especially Not Another Nerdy Podcast and the Nerds with Words. Also want to say hi to our friends over across the sea at Aussie and the Palm, which I happen to do a episode with, and I didn't get a chance to promote it.
Did you have to do their intro 15 times to get through it like you did ours just now?
12 times. I don't have to do their intro, so I don't have to worry about that. But
good Lord, dessert's going to be here soon.
Yeah. But if you go to Aussie and the Palm on iTunes or SoundCloud or anywhere you can find a podcast, the episode that I was on is called the Dinner and a Palmcast. Pun there. Well, it was a great episode. I had to stay up till 5. I had to stay up till 5 in the morning to record with them because one of them's in Australia and one of them's in England. So they called me around 3:30 in the morning on Skype, and we got that episode going. It was fun.
What was the topic?
The topic was the top 5 things you would buy if you won the lottery.
Okay.
So go check that out. It's called Dinner and a Palmcast.
I don't think I'd buy things.
No?
I would.
Wait, what else would you do with money? It's just money.
If I won the lotto,
yeah,
2 months from now, you'd be like, remember that guy Mike?
Gone.
Yeah, you'd be gone because you would have bought something.
No, I would get on a plane, and I would travel for 2 years.
So you're buying plane tickets.
Straight.
Trips.
I don't know if I'd want physical things. Like, I think I would just I'd like to just, if you had all the monies, just go see the world.
Yeah.
You'll see me in 2 years. Come back dressed like a Buddhist monk. I found enlightenment.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, I'm Batman. Yes, exactly. No, like, even if you took your kids with you, like, they're going to learn more in those 2 years traveling around than they ever would in school.
Right.
Like, I would just go. Like, on the plane tomorrow, just be like, throw a dart. That's where we're going.
Welcome back to the show, Mike.
Yeah.
We missed you last week. I have a friend who didn't get to listen to the show yet, and I was like, well, you have to listen to the show. And he's like, well, is that the one where Mike's not on it? I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, I'm not listening.
Oh.
I was like, no, you got to listen. It's a really good show. Sebby was great. He's like, nah, Mike's what brings me in.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, all right.
I appreciate that.
Fair enough.
Another fan.
Yeah, I was a little under the weather.
Pat Megno. He's like, did you read my questions? I was like, I don't know. You have to listen to the show to find out.
Oh, you did that to him?
I did that to him.
I honestly didn't listen to it yet.
Yeah. Well.
No, I didn't, and it wasn't because I wasn't on it. I still haven't seen Black Panther.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't want to be spoiled.
Gotcha. Well, we didn't do too much of a...
Yeah, but I don't, like,
Yeah,
I'm this far in, and I've avoided spoilers, like...
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to let my own show spoil it.
Hey, Joe.
Yes, Steve.
You like murders?
Not really.
Not as much as I like cookies.
You like cookies?
Look at me. I'm back, baby. Pew, pew, let's go.
Well, if you happen to like cookies and murders,
yes,
or bakers that murder people, you can check out our good friend Marie DeZio's
Baker's Dozen.
Baker's Dozen. Her Instagram page is at DeZio Bakes, DIZEO BAKES. She's a baker of fine confectionaries like cake pops and cupcakes and all different types of cookies and things like that. She's amazing. She's a good friend of ours, and want to get her some business. So check her out. And if you
one of the guys at work, he started listening. We got a new rep.
Yeah.
And he came across a bit of a jerk, and he has a real Italian name through email.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there talking one day at work with this guy, and I'm kind of making up a story. I'm like, this guy, I bet you he's a racist. Look at his last name. And I made up this whole backstory. He's like, is that what you guys do? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, that poor baking lady, you decided she was a murderer. You decided this guy's a racist. He's like, is that sort of your guys' thing? And I was like, Wow, is that our thing? I didn't even realize that could be our thing.
I think it's our thing.
Yeah.
I'll make that. I'll take that thing. That's fine.
He's like, I bet you she's never murdered anyone. I'm like, that's your secret. She don't even bake.
Oh, she bakes.
Oh, I know.
Oh, she bakes her heart out.
Yeah.
Actually, Aussie and the Palm messaged her, the guy from Australia, and she never answered him back. I'm like, yeah, I wonder why. She's not sending cookies to Australia, dude. But
Why? He's got to pay the shipping.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Whatever that might
Plus,
be.
I would love to see her make like a wallaby cookie and a dingo. I mean, kangaroos for suckers, that's easy.
Yeah, right.
Didgeridoo and a boomerang.
Rock money cookies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joke of the week last week. Joe was giving it to me. There was no joke of the week posted.
Giving it to Steve.
But Joe said he's going to give it to me for, if you listen to the end of the episode last week, Joe posed a question to me and Sebi. And what was the question?
What can you say during family dinner that you could say during sex?
Right. And
how did you make that jump?
He's like, oh, real quick, I got something for social shit time.
Social shit time.
No, I get that. But how did that just pop in there?
It just,
it came up on my my Facebook feed. And I was like, I'm going to save this for later.
I was like, that must have been an odd dinner if that popped in there. Oh, Mom, I got a question for you.
No, you don't ask that at dinner.
I understand that, but I want to see how that thought percolated in his head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Sebi said a really good one. He said, can you pass the jelly?
Right.
Which is very funny. And then I had some trouble coming up with one, and then I finally came up with, are you going to eat that?
Yes.
Which Joe says I get the joke of the week.
Absolutely.
I post that question to the Twitterverse. We put it on Facebook. We've been talking about it in our text messages. So during social shit time, you'll hear way more inappropriate what you can say at the dinner table and during sex. But before that,
couldn't eat one more bite.
I was so full I couldn't eat one more bite. Save it for later. But before that, Joe's top 10 you knows it's.
You knows it.
Well, now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
News with Joe.
So I'm going to start with the trailers this week. I'm going to build it up.
You should leave.
Should I leave?
Well, I'm going to build it up. I'll give you some room.
All right.
And then
Let me know.
Again.
Right.
All things you could say.
Yeah.
Right.
So, have you guys watched the Mary Poppins trailer?
I did.
What did you think?
It didn't give you a lot,
right?
But I want to see the movie.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I didn't even know there was one yet.
Oh.
It's not like I tried to stay away from it. I just didn't know.
It looks really good.
Great.
It looks great. It looks really, really
It's
good.
gonna go up against Star Wars. It's coming out.
Wait,
around
how
Christmas.
could that be?
Same week?
They're both Disney movies.
Yeah, it's coming out Christmas. Is what it said.
There's
on
no
the
Star
trailer.
Wars this year at Christmas.
Really?
No, it's Han Solo in March, May, April, whenever that is, and then we have nothing this December.
Oh, that's why they did it then.
I liked where she's looking at herself in the mirror, and she walks away, and her reflection still watches her walk away.
Right.
Like, it's very cool. It looks great.
Does she look like Mary Poppins?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the same Mary Poppins, right? It's not like a new Mary Poppins or...
Yeah, no, I guess the idea is she hasn't aged because of magic. I
Yeah.
don't know what she is. I guess she's magic, right?
I would assume so.
Yeah, she's magic.
And then, like, this is the kids from the movie. So the kids she dealt with when she was helped as children, she's now helping them as adults with their kids.
Okay.
Mary Poppins is a great movie.
I love it.
I always liked it, and then the movie that came out a couple years ago, Saving Mr. Banks, which Tom Hanks won.
Excellent.
That I fell so much more in love with that movie because of like the behind the scenes look at how they made it, and I know it was sort of a Disney-fied version of that. Like I'm sure it wasn't as like I know she hated Mary Poppins, and they never say that in the movie. That's why they never made a sequel until she died. Like she hated the movie.
Yeah, they wouldn't let. She wouldn't let them.
Like Walt Disney kind of strong-armed her into the first one. She hated the way it came out.
Yeah.
But oh god, that scene of "Let's Go Fly a Kite" in Saving Mr. Banks made me like I got to go back and watch that movie.
Yeah.
And when I watched it again with the kids, I'm like, it's super solid. I loved it.
Well, that's kind of like the premise of this trailer, right? Aren't they flying a kite?
Yeah.
And it's starting to like the wind's picking up.
Yeah. Well,
and then the clouds kind of break and you just see it kind of like fly in.
Yeah, and you see.
I was disappointed it wasn't Yondu.
No.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
When every once in a while I'll throw on "Feed the Birds." I love that song.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, just like, you know what? I want to listen to "Feed the Birds." And the church up the street from my house, they ring the bells every day at like 6 o'clock, so you can hear the bells from like a mile away. And in their rotation of songs that the bells play is "Feed the Birds." which is really, really
Wow.
cool. So I get to hear that like once a month if I'm around during the bells.
Yeah, Disney kind of had a big week with trailers, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's continue down that.
Huh?
Should I leave now?
No, not that yet. They had another
Not
big
yet.
one,
We got Christopher Robin.
which looks amazing.
Christopher Robin! Is Tom Holland playing him?
No.
He should be.
No,
Ewan McGregor.
It's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Nice.
Yeah.
Old. Oh, he's going to be older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Agent Carter.
Oh, she's in it too?
Yeah.
You love her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a big fan.
Haley Atwell, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's, again, Christopher Robin's grown up, and he
Okay.
looks like he's struggling as an adult,
Yes.
and the characters come back to help him.
So let me ask a question. This dawned on me the other morning because I was listening to another podcast who was talking about the Peter Robin trailer.
Yeah. There's two, though. There's a Fox one.
Right.
Fox is doing, like, the story behind the guy who wrote
Okay.
Winnie the Pooh. And I forget, that
No, I
one's
think that's
called...
the one you guys are talking about.
No, there's
No,
two.
no.
No. And that one's called, like, Searching for Christopher Robin.
Searching
or...
for Pooh.
No, yeah, that's not what it's called.
Duty calls.
There you go.
But there are two, because when I heard that trailer came out, I Googled Christopher Robin trailer.
Yeah.
Who does
And I'm
number
like,
2 work for?
Wow, Austin Powers.
Yeah.
And that
Dropping
one came
deuces. What? Bombs away.
Yeah. Anymore?
That's all I got.
Okay.
up. Oh, I was just gonna let him be.
No, I'm done now.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, so there are two trailers, but the Disney one is about him as an adult being revisited by Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
Like it ends with him sitting on a bench, like I guess he got fired from his job, or having issues with his job, and he's like talking to himself, and then Winnie the Pooh walks up behind him and says, "Hello, Christopher Robin," and it's like he's like a toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's come to life. He's not like a bear.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Looks like Ted.
Okay.
Yeah, like a scruffy, beat up toy.
So what I was gonna say was, is this movie kind of like Inside Out? I was thinking like, how does Inside Out and Winnie the Pooh kind of fall together? Because didn't he, as a kid,
imagine this?
He imagined all these.
Yeah.
So aren't these like part of his?
This is a man.
Psyche.
This is a man losing his mind.
Yeah, but like all these, because the podcast I was listening to was like, who would put these characters in a children's movie? These are horror. Some of these characters are horrible, and I'm like, you know what? They're probably part of his emotional state.
Yeah, depression and fear,
right?
And wisdom, like Rabbit, and like
happiness.
Yeah, they're all his
intelligence.
Yeah, yeah. I would imagine.
And I'm like, wow, Inside Out just ripped off Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, but like he wasn't
kind of like a concept.
I don't think it was. They never drew those really direct comparisons like you just did.
Yeah,
to like what those are emotional states. But yeah, I guess that's what they're going to do a little more of in this one. But again, it looks really good.
Yeah.
I'll see that.
Yeah,
I'm in. Disney got me on that one too.
Yeah. The other trailer I watched was the Lost in Space reboot.
That I have not seen yet.
It's going to be a series on Netflix.
It's Disney? Oh.
No. But it looks really good.
Yep.
Like everything is.
I never watched the original.
Really?
Yeah, no, I never watched the original.
Danger Will Robinson. Never saw that one.
Nope. That's all black and white stuff, right?
No, it was color.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I never seen it.
It looks good. If you get a chance, check out that trailer. I'll give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched the original when I was a kid on reruns. I'll give this.
My brother-in-law built the robot for that, right?
Yeah.
Whatever his name is. I forget his name of that robot. Robbie the robot.
Is it?
I think that's right.
I think that's right. He built a life-size model of that one.
Yes.
It's huge. Thing's like 8 feet tall.
It looks so much better than the movie that came out.
Oh, I'm sure. That came out in when, like the 60s, no?
The original show.
Yeah, the original
Then the movie
show.
was probably in the early 90s.
Oh, I didn't see the movie either.
It was with Joey, right, from Friends.
Oh, really? Oh, God.
And Lacey Chabert, right? She was the girl.
The guy who's doing Top Gear now?
No, from Party of Five.
No,
oh, yeah.
the guy.
Yes,
Joey.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Matt LeBlanc? Is that his name, Matt LeBlanc?
Yeah, Matt LeBlanc.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I saw a poster the other day for Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
I heard that it has a great trailer.
I haven't seen the trailer yet. I just saw the poster. I sent it to
Maybe it has a great poster.
because that's his favorite Disney movie. And
Okay.
he was like, I wish this would have came out when we had our episode with
Kevin
him.
Smith brought that up. I don't know if you listened to the last Fat Man on Batman.
I have not.
Someone asked Kevin
Again,
Smith.
Black Panther.
Oh,
He
right.
spoiled it,
Well,
yeah.
no, this wasn't a Black Panther episode. Somebody asked him what movie would you like to see remade, and he said Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
Yeah.
So that's where I heard it from.
It's coming
So,
out.
Is that Disney?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said it was Disney.
The original movie's Disney.
Okay.
You should have said you knows it.
You know it.
Yeah. The Elephant in the Room. Infinity War.
Dude,
Yeah.
go if you don't want to talk about it, because there's no way we're not going to talk about this. It's such a good trailer.
Amazing. I'm telling you, this you have to bring.
I would watch. Yeah,
but I can't go anywhere to not hear you guys. I'm gonna hear you
Just
guys.
watch it.
I don't want to watch
We'll
it.
pause for a minute and watch it. It's better you watch it than hear us half-ass explain it.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
I'm telling you.
It's really good.
I don't want. No. I'll leave. Go.
Okay.
I'll leave. I'll be right back, everybody.
So Infinity War. We watched it together probably 4 times.
Yeah, well, I was working today, so I knew it was coming out this morning when I left, and I woke up and I'm like, oh, let me see what's on, and they probably didn't like put it on one of the TV shows today. So by the time I got out of work and came over here, you were like, did you watch the trailer?
Yep.
It's like, no. And then I watched it in the car with you, and we went to get pizza, and I'm like, I need to see that on your TV. So as soon as we get back, we put it on TV and watched it 3 or 4 times.
We watched that. We watched Where the Stones Were.
Yeah.
All the Easter eggs.
Yeah, like I don't even care. Like I said, someone could read me the script to Infinity War, and I'd be like, I still want to see it because it's so good.
Good.
So now that he's gone, that moment, and listen, if you don't want to spoil this, you shouldn't be listening. Come back in 5 minutes, where Thanos is like pressing his hand down on Captain America, and he's fighting him up.
Right.
That scene, like I almost like jumped up when I first saw that. That
it's like
looks
right out of the comics.
It just looks so good to see a man like confronted with him and just be like, I'm gonna stop him.
Right, and you kind of got like he's a little bit more than a man in Age of Ultron when he goes to pick up the hammer.
Oh yeah.
So you know he's got that potential.
Yes, and then this is it. And like, if that's his last moment, like if he gets killed being confronting one-on-one with, I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah. Thanos and his armor and the gauntlet.
The armor looks
the detail
so good. Yeah. The whole voiceover of it. I love the way Iron Man's armor looks.
Yes.
I think it's the bleeding edge, the bleeding edge armor, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It looks so good. Spider-Man looks amazing in this.
You said like right before we started recording. You said he's going to steal the show.
Yeah.
And I think you're right.
The very end of the trailer when he's like swinging through whatever all that wreckage is, I was like, that looks so
I don't
good.
normally like 3D movies, but I might watch this in both just to see like that scene and if there's a big comparison or a difference.
Yeah. It's that the whole thing, like I'm so
the Hulkbuster armor
looks amazing. Yeah. The whole thing looks great. And I think they're smart enough where they gave you some stuff, but not enough to really spoil it. Like they'll have a surprise or 2 left.
Oh yeah.
Disney and Marvel has done a really good job of that in all the movies. Even Spider-Man, where we were like, they ruined everything. They gave you that twist at the end with the Vulture that you like. We thought we knew everything about that movie, and we knew the larger plot points.
Spider-Man, Thor, Black Panther. You know, we all kind of said they're giving away too much. They're giving away too much, but they don't give you anything.
No, they don't give you the best parts.
Yeah, like you watching, like if this is what like got me excited, the rest of the movie's is beyond that.
And like they showed you like 6 different characters. You're like, well, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
And by showing you that everyone's gonna die, you can speculate that any of them are. And I think that's really smart. Like they show you Tony Stark in trouble. They show you Spider-Man in trouble. They show you Cap in trouble. Thor in trouble.
Doctor
Strange. Vision. Like they show everybody in trouble. So like they're not gonna kill everyone.
This is gonna be just everyone gets their ass handed to them.
Yeah,
and whoever survives is gonna make it to the second part of that.
Yeah, I was excited to see it. After we watched the trailer, I was like, I cannot physically wait to see it.
And you were telling me your schedule at work got changed?
Now, yes, this should be a terrible thing to say, but the restaurant I'm opening, which I'm very excited to open, lots of hard work, was delayed a week.
Yes.
So Marvel moved up the movie a week, which put it in direct conflict with the opening the restaurant. Due to construction things, it got delayed a week, which is super sad, but super exciting for me all at the same time. I'm so glad I'm going to get to see that because I'm probably going to want to see it twice.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to want to see it twice. At least once with you guys. I'll take my kids once, as long as it's not too terrifying, although I think it's going to be all the sadness.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot of sadness.
So much death.
Yeah. And it looks like there's a fair amount of humor in it.
We're always going to get some sort of humor from these Marvel movies.
That, we're using our fake names now?
Yeah.
Like, that was really clever. That is by far the best trailer I've seen this year. And listen,
Absolutely.
they got me because it's a topic I really like in a movie I really want to see. But 10 years in, all right, we're 10 years into the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
I was so excited after that trailer. Like, so hyped. I'm like, we're going to go see that right now. Let's
Remember how you felt for
now.
Avengers 1?
Yeah.
I'm back. Yes, I do.
This
Yes.
is what this trailer is going to
Yeah, maybe even more.
Really?
Yeah. Like, you know the scene where the first time when they all assemble and they spin around them in New York City? And
Yes.
that's what this whole trailer is. This whole trailer is moments like that. They did a really good job of cutting this trailer together.
We should do, before Infinity War comes out, the week before, our show should be top 5 moments of Marvel Cinematic
Oh,
Universe.
absolutely.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Should write that down. Top 10 moments.
I've wanted to. What did they say? Like, if you started like the first or second week of January?
It's like 30 hours.
No, if you watched one movie a week,
Yes.
it was going to take you right up
Yep.
until. But now I guess they threw that off. But I want to kind of do it because my kids haven't seen them all. Like, they've seen, like, say 70% of them of the Marvel movies, and I'd like to.
I think it took you all the way up to Black Panther.
No, one a week? No way. It was one a week, and I think that was including Black Panther. It took you right up to the release date.
Okay.
But I would like to, like, I own them all, or I can get them all on Netflix or Amazon at this point. I would like to sit down and just kind of go through them all, maybe like the 2 or 3 weeks leading up, chronologically, and just. I mean, I know I've seen them all a million times.
Right.
I'm not gonna be surprised by anything, but just kind of
You might be.
properly.
You never know.
To properly set that stage right to go in, like this is it.
Just building it up for yourself.
Yeah. So one of the other podcasts we listen to, I don't know if Joe used to listen.
Mr. Sunday?
Yeah, Mr. Sunday Movies, the Daily Planet, right?
Right.
Weekly Planet.
The Weekly Planet. They posed the question like, hey, as good as the Marvel Cinematic Universe is it worth it that they created these kind of combined universes when the rest of them are all just an unmitigated disaster? Like, there's no other good combined universe. There just isn't. DC stinks. The Transformers stink. The Dark Universe stinks. But is Marvel so good that it makes all the rest of the crappy ones worth it? And I thought about it for a second, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
It absolutely does.
What makes it a universe?
That all the movies are
they're all linked.
Like trilogies don't count?
No, that it's multiple stories across multiple movies.
Okay.
No one else is like they were the first ones who really did it.
Yeah.
And other people have tried. No
Yeah.
one's been successful at it.
No.
But is it like they opened that box, which has led to a lot of terrible movies. Like where people like, well, we can try to make our own universe, and just like did a real ham-fisted approach to getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that worth it? You know, is it worth it? We're gonna have all these crappy movies for the next 20 years while everyone else tries to make their universe. You know, like DC, like they're just gonna keep trying. No one's gonna watch, but they're gonna keep trying. But I think it's worth it, man.
Oh,
like
yeah.
what
Totally
Marvel
worth it.
has done. I told Joe after we saw the trailer, I rewatched Avengers this week.
Okay.
Because it was just on. I caught it like 10 minutes in. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit and do this again.
Yeah.
And I still love that
dude.
movie. Every minute of it. I still smile at certain parts of it. I'm not bored by it at all.
I keep pointing out that you have movies like Ant-Man, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, heroes that you know like that aren't popular to
Mainstream.
Yeah.
Mainstream media.
mainstream fans
Right.
that are better than Justice League, Batman versus Superman.
Oh, yeah.
Like you know Batman, you know Wonder Woman,
Yep.
you know Superman, and then you look at these movies and you compare it to that. And like, yeah, you know, it might have been a fun movie, but it was just done so much better.
Yeah.
Like only if that they took the time to sculpt and cultivate the script and the details for that movie, it could rival Marvel. But they're just like, let's just get it out there and make the money.
They've kind of caught lightning in a bottle at Marvel and have just been able to kind of ride that wave. And I'm at the point now where, like, if this movie's terrible, even if it's terrible, I'm going to go, you know what? You gave me 10 amazing years.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. And if this one's great, all right, even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that Marvel's pushing other production companies to do better, or
I don't think they even think about other production companies at this point.
Okay.
But I think other people are trying to do it and just don't do it as well.
Yeah.
And this trailer, like, even their trailers are so much
Yeah.
better. Like, the way they cut up the voiceovers and the images.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, we won't spoil it, but, like, obviously people are going to die in Infinity Wars. They must show you 6 or 8 of the main characters in this movie being in, like, real peril, where you're like,
Oh shit!
They can't all die, right? They're spoiling that one of these characters is obviously going to be in a bad shape, but by showing you every one of them in bad shape, you give you everything and not spoil it all at the same
It's not
time.
gonna be a happy movie.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Thor was ridiculous and silly and over the top. I'm okay with just give me like a real gritty. And this looks like there's jokes.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that.
Now, I did see the poster. Did you guys see the poster?
Which one?
Yeah.
It's the Infinity War with Thanos in the middle, all the Avengers in front of him and scattered throughout. That I did take a look at. And I wanted to know if you guys noticed who was missing in the poster. There was one person missing in the poster.
I don't know. Who was it?
It was Loki. Now, I don't know if there was...
Oh, he's in the trailer.
No, I know that.
And you know where his allegiances is and everything.
Oh, yeah?
I'll get sorted out.
Okay.
Real early in the trailer.
No, but we know from the teaser trailer. They show him.
He didn't watch that either.
See that either.
You didn't see that either?
No,
Oh,
so please don't say anything.
Yeah, you know where his allegiance lies.
Okay. Now that I think of it, the only bad guy on the poster was Thanos, so they don't show his minions either.
They show them in this movie.
Yep.
And I kind of think you have to kill Loki in this.
Yeah.
They don't show you anything like that in the movie, but he needs to die to be redeemed.
Yeah.
Like, I think he has to do something stupid and then go, oh my God, there's a line and I've finally crossed it.
Right.
And now and he has to redeem himself. Otherwise the journey of the character
is for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I've done terrible things. Oh, there is a line. I've crossed, I've gone too far.
And in all the Marvel movies, with the exception of a handful, majority of the villains have died.
Yeah. Yeah, Hela died, right?
Almost all of them are dead.
Yeah, except for the Vulture.
Red Skull went somewhere else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vulture's in jail. What about the Iron Man guys?
Ironmonger died.
What about the Whippy guy with
Whiplash,
the bird?
I believe he died.
Yeah. And the other guy blew up.
Yep.
Ant-Man, that guy's in the friggin'...
He's dead.
He's in the zone, right?
Yeah.
They've all the villains have perished.
Yeah, because they were, I don't know if Loki's really,
Ronan.
Evil. Yeah, Ronan blows up.
Ego
blows up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good catch.
Doctor Strange's villains are all...
Mordo. Not Mordo.
He's still out there, but the other guy...
Caecilius?
Yes.
Caecilius, yeah.
He dies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm excited.
About a month away?
Yeah.
Where are we seeing it? Where do I have to get movie pass tickets to before they start cracking down?
It doesn't matter because I'm going to see it a bunch of times.
Staten Island it is.
I kind of want to see it.
In a big one?
Yeah, and really clear projection.
So let's go, we can go to, the Union Square one's not bad, or the Times Square one.
I would like to see it on really clear screen.
Okay.
I watched it on a tablet first, and then we put it on your TV, which
IMAX?
is really...
Is it IMAX?
I don't know.
Or what's that one?
When it looked super clear on your HD TV, I'm like, oh my God, it looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do it up for this one. Forget
I'll
movie pass
see
for
it a
this one.
couple times. I
Yeah,
know I'm going to.
All right. Cool. It comes out on my son's birthday.
Even if it's terrible, I'm going to go, I got to get that another shot to make sure. I got to make sure. Yeah.
Any more you knows it's?
Oh, I got tons.
Yeah.
Yes.
We didn't even get to Ready Player One trailer.
Oh, yeah.
New Ready Player One trailer looks really good. Really good.
I kind of like that that should have been the original trailer.
Yes, it should have been.
It tells you the story about the contest.
Yep.
What the goal is, the world that you're in.
Mm-hmm. Oasis.
Yeah, it tells you the story, not where you're just kind of like, here's stuff.
Yeah.
Because if you read the books, you know what to expect. If you haven't read the books, this paints the picture for you perfectly.
Nice.
It looks
amazing.
Yeah, and it's just stunning looking, this. And like I said, I hope this is Steven Spielberg being like, you guys remember what I do, right?
Yeah.
I'm back. I really hope so, because he's the best big blockbuster director.
Okay.
The rest of all tried it, and some of them are really good at it, but he is every great summer blockbuster is Spielberg for a decade, maybe 2 decades. Mm-hmm. So I'm that's in a week or two.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see that.
That's the 24th, I want to say, or 29th.
Yep.
I tagged you in a post this week about Booster Gold. Did you read it?
I did.
About how he's going to be a major role in the DC universe moving forward.
They sucked me into Action Comics.
So I was reading
DC Universe Comics?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was reading it, and they were saying that, starting with the Action Comics run with Superman and his upcoming run in Batman, I think Batman 45.
41.
Well, they're saying 45 is a very important one. He enlists the help of Batman and Catwoman to save him from himself, a future or past version of himself.
Oh, that's cool.
And we had talked last week about Booster Gold saving Lois Lane,
Right.
and how you know that DC's not gonna kill Lois,
Right.
but the implications from doing that, it's gonna tie into Metal and future stories coming from
The Doomsday
DC.
Clock.
Yeah.
Doomsday Clock, I'm sure.
So, what the theory is, Booster Gold is responsible for Dr. Manhattan's
No way.
leak it,
The wood. He
his
took
grip
away the
on,
10 years?
yeah.
Okay.
It's because of him that Dr. Manhattan, his 52 gets erased.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So I was like, that's really
So
cool.
Booster messed up the timeline so bad that Manhattan came in and had to fix it?
No.
Or he brought Manhattan to Gotham, kind of thing.
He fixed Manhattan's changes.
Okay.
Because Manhattan, I guess, started things over in 52.
Okay.
And now we're back to, square
back
one.
to continuities.
And it was Booster Gold that
fixed
did
it.
all that. Yeah. And I think starting with Batman, you're gonna start this. They're gonna start to build that into
that's
Doomsday Clock,
great.
and it's gonna be Booster Gold that's responsible for all this.
I love it. I hope that's it.
How cool would that be?
That'd be really cool.
Right?
You know, a lot of people hate Booster Gold, though. Hate Booster. If you looked at the comments under that article, people hate
But
Booster
is it because he was just written badly in the past, or
I don't think he was written badly. I just think he comes across as an arrogant idiot.
But
you know,
if you're gonna write a good story,
Yeah.
you could turn that perception
sure,
real
yeah.
fast.
Yeah, and especially if you're forcing people to read him in the big books.
Yeah.
Because people are not going to not buy Batman. People are not going to not buy Action Comics or Superman, or the Doomsday Clock or the, the other one.
Yep.
Metal.
Yep.
I had heard for years they wanted to try to figure out how to bring him out of comics to either TV or to film Booster Gold.
They had him in the animated series a little bit.
I heard they had Nathan Fillion at one point set up to do it.
He's so little though.
What do you mean?
Isn't Nathan Fillion the guy from Hot Fuzz?
No,
he's from
Firefly.
Yeah, Firefly.
Oh,
the main,
Castle.
yeah. No, he's cool.
Yeah,
he's cool.
I had heard that he was either I think it was a TV series that he I guess he's a big Booster Gold fan and wanted to do it.
He was supposed to be in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes,
I could see that.
As Wonder Man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. He's good. He's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
So today, Joe posted.
Joe Z?
Yeah, he tagged us in a post.
Number 7 fan?
He dropped last week.
Oh yeah.
You missed that, yeah. Because I guess everyone would want, we should be talking about our curling excursion.
Right.
But that got shot down.
Well, it didn't get shot down. Shot down would mean that Steve called and said we're not doing it anymore.
No, I assumed you ran up and unplugged the ice.
Oh yeah, I drove an hour past Manhattan.
So we got a text or an email rather from.
I didn't get this email.
I did from the rink. Did you not get it?
I got it.
Oh, that said because of all the snowstorms in the Northeast, they lost power and I guess electricity is super important for ice.
Yeah.
So their rink melted.
Yeah.
And I guess it's not just pour some more water and freeze it.
Nope.
Because I guess it has to be done real carefully to keep it clear.
It's only an inch or two thick.
Yeah.
Ice. Like hockey ice is literally 2 inches thick.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a process to do.
Underneath are pipes that have crazy cold chemicals in them to keep the ice cold all the time.
Wow.
Yeah. And I guess you just can't kick that back on.
Yeah.
So they said they'd call us, but yeah. So
not for nothing.
reschedule.
$50 a person for an hour and a half of curling is a lot of money.
Shut your mouth.
Isn't it though?
No.
Okay. 50 for 6 people, $50 a person.
You're getting a lesson. You're gonna get.
Hour and a half.
You getting
That's a lot of
curling
money.
stones?
Yeah, you
You
getting all
don't
the
get to keep
equipment.
them.
No, you get to rent them.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's archery? $8 for as long as you can shoot.
Have you been there?
To archery?
That's the most terrifying thing I've ever done.
Yeah, it's great.
No, it's $20 for archery.
Was it
Yeah,
20?
it's 20. And it's a nightmare. Archery rental is a nightmare.
I never rented. I was, you always bring your stuff, but
Yeah, but Joe
was
and
all-
I would always be there shooting next to guys that would rent it. I'm like, this is the worst
Watch
experience
you guys
ever.
shoot at the floor.
Yeah.
yeah. We always had fun when we went.
Oh yeah.
We were there one night where a guy was so dangerous, we both went, nope, and just packed up our stuff and left.
Get out.
Paid and just went home.
Why didn't they put them on the other side? Like where the beginners
Because they
go?
don't pay attention.
They don't pay
anyway.
attention. And I'd rather pay $50
Yeah.
and have someone be dedicated to spending time with you.
Yeah.
I have often found that fringe activities,
Yeah.
archery, any of the weird hobbies, when you go into the shops or into experience them, they're almost no, this is our thing. We don't even want to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
They just archery. So how hard was it to kind of learn about it?
Yeah.
You can't. The archery shop guys, They're like, you don't know this? I'm like, well, no. How? What? You own an archery shop?
Yeah.
Like, you should be explaining this to me.
I didn't have that experience at an archery shop.
Board games, same thing. Like, you go into a board game shop, they're weird.
Yeah.
Even comics. Too.
Even
I was go to some comic book stores and you ask guys questions.
Like, what's a good comic? And they're like scoff at you because you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And like, I saw like curling's clearly a fringe activity. I'd rather pay $50 and like, show me I do it right. Let me see if I actually like it. Like,
right.
I don't mind.
I see your point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Because you got on that topic, I'll get back to Joe in a second. Marie shared a indoor like go-kart track.
Yeah.
That looks amazing.
I'm in. You don't gotta. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm up for driving anything. You know that.
It's almost like it's like Mario Kart.
Yes. It did look like Mario Kart.
Go-karts.
Yeah.
It had hills that you had to climb up.
We just have to leave Sergio at home. we want to kill anybody anymore.
Yes. But so the reason this came up is because Joe said, well, am I going to get blamed for this? Am I going to drop down in the rankings? And I'm like, yes, 2 places. two places lower.
Oh, that's what he meant? I thought he meant the curling rankings.
No. Like
I was like, really? He's curled before?
Our friend rankings.
Oh.
And I'm like, yes, your fault. You arranged it down 2 places.
Oh, yes. No, okay. I saw that.
Yeah.
I just thought I thought he meant the curling rankings.
We dropped him last week down the rankings because he kept bashing Tom Cruise.
Yeah, he did. He sure did. Ensign Bantha out-funnied him.
Yes.
So
good on you.
I'm up for that. I'm kind of upset I didn't organize the skydiving for the same night. But I knew everyone wasn't into it, so I'm like, I don't want to push it.
Yeah.
And then when this crapped out, I'm like, I really should organize that skydiving. Yeah. But what are you gonna do? Yeah.
Speaking of Sanofa Bantha, thanks for the purchase of the 2 pins. They have gone out in the mail yesterday. So
you bought something?
She did. She bought 2 pins. She bought 2 pins. Isn't that nice? Shit. I gave her 4 pins. I gave her 4 and 4 stickers, just for good measure.
Okay.
So you got your money's worth. So
right.
Good job.
But Joe posted this interesting article today about a new aurora that was found in the southern part of Canada.
Okay.
And they called it Steve.
Yeah, they did.
What?
Yes. They call this new aurora Steve.
Looks like a big penis.
It's an acronym for Strange Thermal Emission Velocity Enhancement.
Uh-huh.
And it's a purple hue to the sky.
Okay. What do they say is causing it?
It didn't actually
all the
say.
Steves.
Like, is it solar flares still?
I don't know. Didn't say. It just said that they found this. This is what they're calling it because the northern lights are.
Is it all the energy dissipating from cooling off his computers at night?
All the Steve's computers around the world, all their hard drives are cooling down.
If you start to get an aurora from the ground, that means Steve's kids are at it again.
Oh, Jesus.
Flushing things down toilets, throwing poop. Because the northern lights are called SEDS, subaraural ion drifts.
Okay.
So
yeah, I know. Like, that's ionic energy from the sun, right? That's dissipated in the atmosphere.
Right.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Southern Canada. That's like northern United States.
Right.
So that's really not that far away from us.
Yeah.
We're not that far away from the northern United States.
We should go check it out. Road trip.
We're going
to road trip to go see Steve.
We live in the northern United States.
Yes, I know.
Like, that's not far.
Yeah, like the border's not far away.
We may have to just, like, glance out the window.
Nah.
Look.
There's Steve.
It's Steve's.
Steve farted again.
You know what? I think it is my hard drive. It's got to be my hard drive.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor hard drive. It works so hard.
So, and
it's just all the cooling.
Yes. So the other day,
affecting the atmosphere.
I posted a silly picture because we like to look up silly items and articles like shittens. What did I talk about last week?
Well, this
I
is all
brought up something else.
You're the best at it. The beach ball, the very big beach ball.
Yes. I came across this thing called Tech Neck.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right? And it's like a neck brace with a tether that you could put your phone on.
Right.
And it allows you to have hands free.
It's the shame basket without the basket.
Right.
Yeah.
So I posted
so much less privacy.
Right.
This is ridiculous.
This is for people who don't care about privacy.
But Joe tagged us in a picture called the Buttress, the world's most bootyful pillow. And it's an ass.
Show me. Show me now. Yeah.
It's an ass pillow that you lay on.
Look at that.
It's like the mold of a butt.
Yeah.
Why would you want that?
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know, but it's kickstarted, and
of course it is.
They've met their pledge of $15,000.
And what do you get when you help kickstart it?
You get one of these
the
pillows.
buttress.
You don't get any extras?
It's
I don't know.
$50 pillow.
No, sometimes there's no like stretch goals or anything. It's just
stretch goals for the ass pillow.
But Joe says it's for all types of sleepers: back sleepers, side sleepers, and face barriers.
Yeah, it is.
And this is the gif on the website of this guy.
Of course it is.
With his face
okay, but
face down in the ass crack.
He's gonna.
It's gonna suffocate.
He's gonna have sudden adult syndrome. What is that?
SADS.
SADS.
Instead of SIDS.
Sudden adult death. Wow, he died in his face in an ass pillow.
We're not making fun of SIDS, please. Just
no, people
adults.
burying their head in ass pillows.
This is how Steve's gonna go.
How does that help back sleepers?
I don't know. I think Joe just made that up.
Oh.
He just wanted to say face barriers.
When the Aurora Asialis disappears, you know I'm dead because my hard drive fucking crashed.
Face down, ass up, sleepers. Whatever you want to do it.
That's wow. Well, whatever.
Kate says we should give this away as a podcast.
I ain't giving that. I'm keeping that shit.
So
I'll give away shit.
$50 you get one of those.
$50.
It's basically like a pair of yoga pants stuffed with cotton.
Yes.
And sewed closed.
I'm in. I'm so in.
Whatever you say.
What's it called? The butt pillow?
The buttress.
Buttress. Let me write that down. But 2 T's?
Yeah.
You knows this.
And the last 2 articles are gonna either make you laugh or cringe.
Oh, what did you got? We didn't talk about the one body that hit the floor this week.
Oh yeah.
Really sad.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah.
Let the bodies hit the floor. I don't know what to say.
No, what can you say?
Yeah.
Like the smartest man in the world died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's sad.
Yeah.
I'm amazed when I heard that he had never won a Nobel Prize.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, for theoretical physics, right? Is that what he did? Theoretical physics?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, wasn't he proven wrong recently about black holes? Somebody proved him wrong recently, I think, like 2-3 years ago.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how good a physicist he was, like, at high level, but I know he was really good, like, making some of those topics relatable to everyone. You know what I mean? Like, I read 2 of his books.
Okay.
That take ridiculously complicated stuff and kind of make it approachable to the everyman, which I think is sometimes a great science communicator.
Yeah.
Is as beneficial as a great scientist, if that makes sense.
Like Carl Sagan?
Yeah, or even Neil deGrasse Tyson now. Like, I think I don't know how gifted a scientist he is. He's clearly a gifted communicator.
Yeah. Well, he's a professor probably, right? Or he's probably a teacher
he runs
somewhere.
the Hayden Planetarium, I think, and I think he teaches at either NYU or Cornell.
Yeah.
But Columbia rather. But it's not about that. It's about he is there to get people interested in science.
Right.
Like, I think you mentioned Sagan. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson credits him with, like, creating his initial love of science. And I think that to people who can make science approachable for people is really important, because science can be...
It can be tedious.
And overwhelming for some people.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And some people are really scared of science. Like, I just don't get science.
Right.
Well, it's because you haven't had someone teach it to you the right way or explain it to you the right way or show you the beauty of it.
So Mr. Wizard is so important, and Bill Nye is important.
Yeah, and Mythbusters and all the stuff that introduces you to science and scientific theory and that kind of stuff.
Who was the dude, Beekman, right? Beekman's World?
Yeah, I watched that as a kid.
Yep.
But I think that's what Hawking will be remembered for. I mean, I guess he did a lot of groundbreaking work with Hawking radiation, right? Just how they figured out about black holes. But with all kind of good science, I'm sure that'll be refined and worked on in the future and maybe found to be valid or invalid.
Sure.
I think he'll be remembered for his impact in kind of getting science out to the masses.
Yep.
Yeah. So
we'll miss you, Stephen Hawking. We'll let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah. Speaking of science, I'm going to just segue right into this.
There you go. Segue Joe.
So a teacher in Idaho got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Because they had a snapping turtle, I guess, at
I heard about
school.
this.
Penis?
No.
What?
I didn't know.
I was guessing. That's the only place he goes.
I was guessing. What? You said it would make me cringe.
Turtle.
That makes me cringe.
No, this is worse.
Oh, wow.
And she thought it was a good idea to feed the snapping turtle
a
puppy.
In front of the class.
The puppy was alive.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
what went through her head?
The thought was the puppy was sick and deformed and was going to die anyway. So this was approved, it sounds like, by the school.
Idiots.
But she did this in front of the kids, junior high students who are still pretty young and impressionable.
Wow.
And
yeah.
That would be too much for just about any adult.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Have you seen a snapping turtle?
They're huge.
Like a real live, like now a cartoon version of one. They're terrifying looking.
even if the puppy was dead already, and you're like, here, I still wouldn't want to see that. It's still like a puppy. It's not like you're like feeding them, like a piece of meat that you like had raw. And, a package.
Right.
A puppy.
What an idiot. What an idiot, man.
For a science
How old was
experiment. I don't know.
What a fool.
But imagine if you did that to your students.
No, I can't. I would go. You'd have to go to jail for that, right?
Or at least get fired.
I'd assume you go to jail for animal cruelty.
Yeah, you would definitely go to. You definitely get fired.
I'm sure Pete is all over this now.
Yeah, but they're assholes.
Yeah, they're assholes. But,
Peter are assholes.
But there are actual laws against shit like this.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's cruelty to animals.
Yeah.
Like, if that dog is sick, dying, deformed, there's a way to professionally handle that.
Yeah.
Not like, get a tiger. Like, that's not what we do. Like, not like, grandpa's sick. I know a guy with a panther. Yeah. Like, it's not the way that works. You're like, it'll be fun to watch, and it's good for grandpa. Like, you don't do that.
We have a retreat that's like, I've been on a couple times. I've spoken about it a couple times. It's like a 4-day retreat, and it's a real big deal for the juniors in the high school. And there's lots of, like, stories that go around, like, because the kids aren't supposed to know what happens on the retreat until they go on the retreat. So, like, the kids who come back will tell lies or tell stories. And one story that's lasted, like, years and like 20 years, the story has been going around that every kid there gets a puppy, and part of the thing is you got to kill a puppy. And I go along with it. I'm like, yeah, but it's a sick puppy. Don't worry about it. You feel it's humane. It's all about.
Is this Kingsman?
No, but this was way before Kingsman came around. This has been going on for years and years before I was even there. And it was like, and I go along with it. And the kids know it's all bullshit. Right. But I don't believe this. I don't believe
this actually happens.
This actually happens.
You got to change your story now.
Yeah, now it's snapping turtles. Now you got to feed a puppy to a snapping turtle. Jesus.
Yeah.
But speaking
Where'd you get a snapping turtle from? Aren't they really big?
Yeah, but they're not hard to find. They're pretty common in
lake.
America. Yeah.
In a lake?
Yeah.
You go fishing. Sometimes you give a snag one, pull it right out.
Should have ate her, man.
Or they could pull you right in, depending how big the turtle is.
I don't know if they get that big, snapping turtles.
Well, I mean, they'll break a fishing line.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to give you a fight.
Oh, yeah.
How big was this puppy?
I don't know. There was no.
This was terrible.
There's no video, thank God.
There's a video somewhere. One of these kids freaking posted that.
I don't want to see that.
No, I don't want to see it either.
But
I kind of do too.
Speaking of animals going wild,
none of that stuff bothers me. I'm broken. Like none of that stuff bothers me. Nah, it wouldn't bother me.
No, I wouldn't. I would watch it.
I would bother a puppy. Yeah. A 77-year-old woman in Florida was attacked by an otter while kayaking on a river.
Okay.
So apparently, otters are really dangerous animals. Did you know this?
I wouldn't go near one. They don't look very friendly.
No, but like
an otter?
Yeah.
No, they're the ones that
they swim in the water and they're always hiding. You never see them.
Yeah, but don't they like flip upside down and eat right off their bellies?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like they look adorable. Yeah. They eat mussels and clams, right, and open them on their bellies. I think.
So, okay.
Lady,
so do I. I love eating mussels off my belly.
This lady was kayaking when this. I would imagine they're classifying it as a rabid otter jumped on her kayak and started to attack her.
Wow.
So like you're in a kayak, I don't know if it's like one of the ones that you kind of are waist deep in and your feet are tucked into.
Yes.
You have nowhere to go.
Move.
Yeah. So like, what do? So there's animals attacking her. They finally she falls off the boat, and the other people
into his environment.
Yeah, and he's still going at her. And the other people that were kayaking with her kind of came and helped her out a little bit, and the otter swam away. But what caught me as really odd on the link were other videos of otter attacks. One was at the Bronx Zoo.
Yeah.
And it's like 4 or 5 otters pulling a monkey into the water and drowning it.
Oh, my Lord.
Where'd they get the monkey from?
It was in the
science
pen.
teacher?
It was in the otters were in the monkey pen.
Evolution.
How did they get in there?
I guess they put the two animals together, figuring one's in the water and one's in the trees. They're not going to attack each other.
Nature's natural rivals.
The otters got tired of the monkey business and killed the monkey.
It was like a Simpsons episode. How do we get rid of the monkeys? Get the otters.
Google it. Google otter attack in Bronx Zoo, and it comes right up.
Wow.
And you
How
see
did the monkey get in the water?
He was kind of like close to the water,
man.
But you see,
he was taunting them.
Yeah.
You see the other monkeys coming to help, swatting at the otters, and they can't do anything about it.
Wow.
And they drowned him?
They drowned the monkey. The other video I watched was a group of 4 or 5 otters.
That's why they were separated by continents. Yeah. They're natural enemies.
They attacked a caiman, which is like a smaller version of a alligator.
It's an alligator, like an alligator, yeah.
And you just see the alligator just kind of floating on the water. You see the otters come around, just kind of
Circle,
swimming.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you just see them attack the alligator. And then you don't see the alligator for 5 seconds. And it comes straight up out of the water. Just mouth open, just up, and then just kind of tilts backwards on its back. You don't see the gators anymore. The water that's thrashing around from the otters just goes still. Kill this fucking alligator.
That's like a Halloween movie kind of scene.
Otters.
Who knew? Nature's bullies. That's great.
Did you ever see that honey badger video? Honey badgers don't give a shit.
Honey badgers don't. Yeah, they're really
They should
mean.
do that like otters.
Yeah. Have you ever? Do we follow? I've deleted our Twitter because I'm just trying to clean up social media out of my life. But have you guys followed Nature's Metal?
No.
No.
It is all just animal attack videos and like one animal jacking up another animal.
Oof.
It's called Nature's Metal, and every day it's just some like, a bunny hopping, an eagle screeching at the sky, snatching it away. It's all amazing videos.
I watched one
or
where-
like a lynx chasing a rabbit. Like it's amazing.
It was a bear fighting a tiger.
What?
That does again. That's
Where did that happen?
Someone did that. Yeah.
No.
Tigers
This
are
was
in India.
Oh, like a golden bear.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Golden bears are in Asia.
Okay.
Oh my God! It was.
I gotta
It
watch
was amazing.
that.
But the commentary was funny because it was like a spoof on the video.
I would say tiger.
And the whole time the guy's like the bear is trying to eat the tiger's balls. The bear actually looks like it wins because the tiger just kind of like disappears.
Yeah, I would go bear.
Really?
Yeah, I'd go bear on that one.
I don't know how big.
They can get leverage standing up.
Tigers are pretty terrifying.
Oh no, tiger. Yeah, but I mean, if you're a bear, I guess you're not as terrified by the tiger as.
I guess it depends on the bear. Like
Yeah.
a North American grizzly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. But
The bear wasn't big.
I think
it was definitely smaller than a tiger.
Yeah, I think if it was a golden bear, I think they're only as big as like a black bear. And like black bears are the smaller bears in
Right.
North America. Brown bears or grizzlies get tremendous.
Google that one. That's good.
I'm in. I'll watch. That stuff I love to watch.
Hashtag animal fights.
Yes.
Hashtag nature's metal. How about that?
Yeah, that's actually they have a huge following.
Okay.
Bang a gong, it's on.
Hashtag-
Otters versus bears.
Otters versus humans. And
Utterly
monkeys.
ridiculous.
Is that all you got for Joe?
No, I got
Utterly ridiculous.
this one's gonna rival some of my best.
Uh-oh.
So we talk about how farts can save lives. We've talked about eating placentas
Yeah.
on this show. This came up today.
We talked about penis bleaching.
This is in the same vein.
AI banging.
I fucking love science posted an article that says penis facials are Hollywood's favorite new beauty trend.
Okay, now let me guess. Okay, so it can't
strap in, kids.
It can't be the facial that I'm thinking of.
No,
because that's disgusting.
Never what you're thinking of.
Right. No, so I knew, but aren't you proud that I recognized that immediately?
But you know what? My mind went there immediately. I was like, this
Okay.
can't be it.
No,
So
this
now-
is what like
They're putting penises on your face. They're taking animal penises and putting it on your face.
It's foreskin, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, that's penis parts.
So apparently Kate Blanchett
Of
has
course,
had this done.
Of course she did.
And here's her quote.
That's why she looks so great.
I'm gonna because I didn't have time to like write it down.
She looks
I'm just
hella
gonna
good.
read it. Yes, Steve. We saw this facialist in New York, and she gives what we call the penis facial. It's something, I don't know what it is, or whether it's just because it smells a bit like sperm. There's some enzyme in it, so Sandy refers to it as penis facial.
Okay.
Sandy is Sandra Bullock, who she's talking about.
Oh,
who's
Sandy.
Of course she is.
Who's all about this anti-aging treatment.
Yeah.
But what is it? It's not really called a penis facial.
I doubt anyone medically put that on a sign.
It goes by the name of the Hollywood EGF facial.
Okay.
It involves a cleanse and intensive TCA peel, microneedling, an electrifying mask, and finally FDA-approved epidermal growth factor serum. EGF is derived from the progenitor cells of the human fibroblasts taken from Korean newborn baby foreskin, which helps generate collagen and elastin.
Baby foreskin.
Yes. The FDA-approved stem cells.
Yeah, well, it's way
and
easier to wrestle
pesticides
it away from children than adults.
penetrated deep into the skin.
Yeah, it is.
And using the electric microneedle wand, the process allows active ingredients to be transported deep into the skin.
You know what? You know what it's called when you have sex with a guy with a little penis?
What?
Microneedling.
Penis facial.
Who? It's odd enough that it's getting done, right? But it's
Same-
even odder that someone went.
Otter?
Yeah, it's even odder that someone went. Huh?
Let's put this.
What do you do with all the foreskin? Oh, we just throw it away. Could I have it?
But
what are you gonna do with it? Hold on. Listen to me out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grind it up.
Yeah.
put it in a face cream, and rub it on celebrities' faces.
And then needle it into your fucking face.
And the doctor went, yeah, sure, right. He's like, no, I'm serious. He's like, go ahead here. Yeah, go ahead. Go nuts, you creep.
But why?
And this guy's in the New York City office laughing it up.
But why just
Korean baby foreskins?
You'd think that like any foreskin would do the trick.
Apparently not.
Just Korean.
That's the only place you can get them from. Everyone else is like, beat it, you creep. You want baby foreskins?
Kim Jong-un is like, yeah, I will sell you.
The FBI's radars were going off on my search today.
As always. Oh my God, Joe, that was a good one.
What a weirdo! Like, how do you pitch that?
I have this great. I've been seeing on Shark Tank.
I got this great idea. And he had to walk into the FDA and be like, "I have a process. I want you." It's like a facial. Oh, all right. What kind of facial do you? You'll never believe. You put something that doesn't go to waste anymore.
Right.
Remember, it's called recycling.
With all the things that are in hot dogs, though, do you think they would give them a hard time about foreskins?
Yeah, ejecting them into your face. Yeah,
microneedling them into your face. Sandy loves it. Sandy's all about it.
She went to a facialist.
She did go to a facialist.
That is, I just don't get, like, that stuff to me makes no sense.
Yeah.
No.
You're that afraid to age?
You're eating your placenta.
That you fill my face up with foreskins? Stuff it in there. I got some wrinkles.
Ugh. Is that all you got for it?
You knows it.
How's he going to top that?
All right, so that will move us on to wasting time. Mike, you got a lead in for Tony?
Take it away, Tony. Pew pew.
Now it's time for everyone's favorite segment. How are you wasting time? Or how are you pissing off your wife?
So last week Seb was here and he did your Take It Away, Tony. We tried to get him to do it in French.
He wouldn't do it, the son of a bitch.
Well,
I'm not 100% sure he speaks French. I
think that's what it was, because he would have done it if he knew it, right?
I've never heard him speak French.
He tried to figure it out, but I have.
To who?
His family.
Oh, all right.
Touché.
Pepe la pew, croissant.
Leon. Let's watch Leon.
That's what happened. We were on The Professional.
Yeah. And he voted for Leon.
Of course he did.
Yeah. But, all right,
Wasting
so Mike,
time.
do you waste any time, Mike?
I watched Jumanji.
The new one?
Yes.
Cody?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's not good.
No, of course
it's not bad.
Okay.
It's entertaining. There are actually 2 moments in it where, like, I laughed out loud.
Okay.
I'm glad I wasn't at the end like, oh god, I can't wait for this to be over. Like, it's fine. It's definitely fine. CGI is pretty rough, and the story's pretty loose. Like, you're like, how did you make those jumps and, like, in the plot and everything? But whatever. It's
looser than Kate Blanchett's face before penis facials?
I don't know. I haven't seen it before. But it's not bad. And then I watched Ricky Gervais's new...
Oh, how is it?
I saw part of that.
It's in my queue.
It's good.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the first 2?
I've seen parts of them, yeah.
The first 2, I think, are excellent. Like, on par, some of the best stand-up. This is good. It's not as good as those 2, but this is very good. He attacks much more, like, socially conscious things in this, like social justice warriors, transgender issues, religion, Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So it's called Humanity.
Okay.
And it's all about, like, the current state of humanity.
Sure, yeah.
His first 2, like the first one, he does, like, there's whole chunks in the first 2 where it's just about one topic. There's if you watch either one where he goes through the story of Noah's Ark out of a kid's book.
Right.
And, like, makes fun of every page of the book. That's excellent. And there's another one where he reads about, like, it's like from a pamphlet from, like, a men's health clinic about how to not spread AIDS. And it goes through all the suggestions, and he's very good.
Yeah.
What I like about Ricky Gervais is he's not a stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
He writes these like a one-man show.
Yeah.
And then rehearses them to to get into a fine edge, and they're good. They're very good for someone who's not a stand-up. Like, very good. This is funny.
Yeah.
It's just, I think his first 2 are good. It's definitely entertaining. It's worth a watch.
Okay.
But I would watch it. I definitely would watch it. So one of the guys at work recommended to me, hey, I have a topic for the show for you guys. You should do best sitcom character of all time. And I was like, that's no contest. It's George Costanza.
Or Kramer, yeah.
I was like, it's George. And he's like, what about Michael Scott?
That's a good one.
And I was like, you know what? I've never seen The Office. And he's like, you never saw The Office?
Oh, man.
And I was like, no, I'd never seen it. And he's like, you really would like it. It's like a guy that, like, as much as you like pop culture and that kind of stuff, you'd love The Office. So I was like, all right. And since I wasn't feeling well the last couple of weeks, I popped it on my iPad, and 4 seasons in.
Dude, is it
It's
amazing?
really good. I'm shocked how good a job Steve Carell does portraying that character.
Yeah.
I could not stand a person more, but I can't wait to see what he does next.
Yeah.
Like, that's an amazing tightrope to walk as an
Yes.
actor, to literally hate everything a person does, but you're like, I can't wait to see what he does next.
Yeah.
Like, he's an awful idiot.
So stupid.
But he's able to portray that absolute stupidity with still coming across as, like, genuinely he's not a bad guy. He's just a complete, like, socially inept ass.
Some moron.
Yeah. But, like, deep down, he's a heart of gold.
Yeah.
And, like, he just does such a good job of portraying that character.
Yeah.
But
all those characters, it's like, if you think of all the good TV shows, they all have a cast that...
the whole cast in that show's great.
Yeah,
every actor
think
does
of
a
our
good
favorite
job.
shows. You know the entire cast. Like, if you look at a show like that you kind of like, right, you're not going to be able to remember every cast member.
Yeah.
And or have memorable the scenes that all these people have all the time. They're such unique individuals, and they all play them so great.
Yeah, there's not a bad performance on that show.
Like, Dwight is amazing. Amazing. Jim is
Even
great.
Jim's good.
You know, Ed Helms or whatever I forget the character he plays.
Yeah, I'm in the season where those
Andy.
two offices
He plays
merge
Andy, yeah.
together. Like, that's the season I'm up to.
Right.
Just after the merge. Even all, like, the little side characters.
Yeah, the little interns, the janitors.
Yeah. They're all very good. The show's excellent.
Yeah.
I'm kind of shocked I never got into it.
I didn't get into it until like season 6. And my brother was like, dude, you got to watch this,
Yeah,
man.
it's
It's
very
really
good.
funny.
It's
I'm
really
like,
good.
yeah, okay, whatever. And I was like, dude, I don't know how I missed any of this, man. It was so good.
I don't even know how funny it is. It's just like, it's almost cringeworthy, a lot of it.
Yeah, well, Michael's parts are all cringeworthy.
Yeah.
But there are some funny things.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Did you see the one with the fire drill yet?
Yes.
Oh, man.
That one's very good.
Dwight, save Snuffles or whatever the cat's name is. I forget what the cat's name was. Save Snowball.
I told Joe I thought the funniest kind of scene out of it so far was the HR episode where they're going through all the HR complaints, and Dwight has a whole list of stuff Jim's done to him. And there was just one, I don't know why it struck me so funny. He's like, he got me to hit myself in the face with the phone. And you're like, what? And then it cuts to Jim, and he's like, every day I added 1 nickel to his handset. So he got used to the weight. I did it for weeks. Then I took all the nickels out one day. And you just picture him like picking the phone up thinking it's going to be heavy and smashing himself in the face with it. I don't know why I found that so funny, but I laughed and laughed and laughed at that.
There was a guy I used to work with. His name was James, and he worked in like admissions. So he wasn't a teacher. He was like had a little office.
Yeah.
And he shared his office with 2 other people in admissions. And that show made me pick on this guy on a daily basis. So one day I would go in and his keyboard would be gone. Another day I would go in and I would take all his entire briefcase and empty it into his desk drawer.
Did he want to kill you?
And then lock the desk drawer and then hide the key on him. Like his car keys are in his fucking desk drawer.
What the hell did he do?
Oh no, he tried to do it to me, but it just didn't work as well. But then I stopped eventually. He's like, Steve, listen, it's all to affect my work. It's like, it's admission season. I gotta get these names in. And I was like, okay, no worries. Then he ended up leaving. He went to St. Patrick's Cathedral. He works there now, but he was one of my good buddies. But yeah, that show inspired me to play tricks on him every day.
Like, there's the one where he's like, I fax him every day from the future. I fax Dwight from the future, warning him about stuff. And he runs and smacks the coffee out of somebody's hand. You'll thank me later. It's just amazing.
Nice.
But they all play like Dwight. You believe he's an idiot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like all the characters, you believe they are those characters. It's I'm thoroughly entertained. I can't wait to finish it. Yeah.
Sweet. Joe, did you waste any time?
Yeah, I finished Jessica Jones.
Oh, cool.
But I won't spoil anything. Very good. Must watch.
I'm in the first 5 or 6 episodes.
It's good.
And I like how it's... I'm not going to know spoilers, obviously, because I didn't finish it, but I like how it's a detective show.
Yes.
Like,
it's very different than season 1.
Yeah, like, from what I see, there's a villain, but there's no real villain kind of thing. and it's all about the detective work that she has to do to find out stuff about IGN, which is the hospital that made her who she is. That's nothing spoiling there.
Yep.
But I really enjoyed it. I mean, it's much slower.
Yeah, it builds up really well.
Oh, it does?
It builds up really well, yeah.
Because I really enjoyed the first 6 episodes, even though it's not as fast as the previous show. How's the blonde chick, the foil, the girl from Transformers?
I can't say anything without spoiling.
Okay, all right, no worries.
Save that for another episode.
Okay.
But I took a road trip up to Ithaca, so I was taking a course to become a running coach.
Oh, cool.
So I'm driving up there.
Use your legs.
Yeah.
Faster, you run faster if you move your legs faster.
I'm driving up there, and
attaboy.
My GPS is like, you're 20 minutes away from the hotel.
Okay. You got out and ran the rest of the way?
I wish.
Oh.
I could have.
They give you the wrong coordinates.
When we were trying to drive the combo convention on no gas, that almost happened to me again, but I didn't do it on purpose. I'm like, 20 minutes, I should be fine. I have a quarter of a tank of gas, no problem. I get on this road, and there's nothing on it.
Just runners?
It's just house, nothing,
How
house,
do I do
nothing.
this? They're all laying on the floor. They have no idea how to run.
We need a coach. Yeah. I'm here. Hands on his hips.
Thank God.
It's all like incline. I get to like
on your feet, not your knees. Oh.
I get to the point where it's like, make a left.
Tie your shoes. Not together. What did they just show you? Prefontaine and like. I couldn't think of another running movie.
The famous one, Chariots of Fire.
Oh, right, yeah.
Prefontaine, I love that movie. It's a good one.
Do you really?
Yeah,
Prefontaine's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't like it too much.
Isn't it 2 movies? Don't say Cool Runnings.
It says Runnings in it.
Prefontaine, Chariots of Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings. It's the closest we get. There's not a lot of movies about running.
The Running Man.
Yeah.
Now I'm on movies with running.
Yeah, trying to think of some, right? There's got to be a movie named Running Mates. Got to be a political movie or something about running mates.
There might be.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
So anyway, I thought I was going to die on this trip because I ended up on a road with, it's all dirt.
Yeah.
It's all fucking dirt. I have no gas.
The RAV4.
I got no fucking gas though.
Oh.
And just like 10 minutes
you
away.
get a quarter of a tank of gas.
Yeah, it's like 100
but by
miles.
the time I got to where I needed to make my left, my quarter of a tank's now at almost empty.
An eighth of a tank. Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, shit, I'm never going to make it. Like, why? Like, I'm going to be in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I ran out of gas.
Yeah.
Give me them ribs.
Oh, my God.
I'm on this dirt road. I got nothing to stop at.
I thought I would have run into somebody by now.
I go down this other road where it's all just fucking winding turns. I'm doing like 2 miles an hour.
Uh-huh.
And then you get to the crossroads, which is a main New York thruway, and there's every fucking store, restaurant, gas station, hotel known to man.
Okay, good.
So I pull into the first gas station,
Yeah.
I fill up with gas, and I look at my GPS. I'm like, why did you not send me this way?
Yeah.
It saved 5 minutes on my trip.
Sure.
So it sent me through that fucking nonsense where I almost shit my pants.
All right.
It ran you ragged, would you say?
You got more?
So did you really go for a class on being a running coach?
Yeah, I did.
How'd
They
that
just
go?
give you a whistle and yell at kids who aren't running fast enough?
So what did you learn as a running coach?
You put
Carb load.
One foot front and the other.
Okay.
It's more of like how to build a training program without like causing injury.
All right.
How to pace people so this way they don't
Get
burn
hurt.
themselves out, get hurt. A lot of nutrition and strength training and different kinds of running workouts. It was very boring. It was really, really boring.
You chose to do this.
I
right?
did.
Okay.
Yeah.
This wasn't for work.
So he lost a
Yeah,
bet.
I did.
Yeah,
It really could have been an online course or like a day thing where you just
You were
watch
interested
at
in
your own leisure. I was like, I did not need to drive.
Now, did you think it was going to be exciting or good?
I did.
Did you do any running?
No, we sat the whole time. The whole day we sat.
Huh.
See, that stinks. Like, I've done that. Like, I've bought an art class and I get there and I'm like, I don't want to draw circles anymore. Circles are stupid.
The last fucking day, the lady behind me is like, we had to do a project. We got split up into groups and you had to make a running program for this make-believe person. And you put them all up, you present them why you did what you did. And, the instructors in the class kind of critique it and you feed off of each other. Well, there was this one fucking lady in the class who absolutely knew everything.
Yeah.
She runs shit.
Yeah. Yes. So at some point, she's like sitting in the back, just like bashing everybody's fucking project.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, just like, this lady's a fucking asshole.
Wow, you showed her like to run your mouth right there.
Yeah. So she starts like mouthing off to people like at one point. I have to take this. You people don't know what you're doing.
Wow.
So like everybody just kind of like looks at her, and I just turn around and go, I came here to listen to these guys, not you. And clearly you did too, because you're not an instructor. Otherwise you'd be standing up there. So she got up, and other people started like shitting on her. She goes, I don't have to take this anymore, and just got up and left halfway through the class.
She ran out of there.
Yeah, she ran out of there. Took off like a bat out of hell.
Yeah.
She jumped to the gun, some might say.
I was like, who the fuck does this?
False start.
Yeah, it's false start.
DQ.
Like you paid, like I paid money to listen to the instructors. I didn't pay money to listen to the peanut gallery.
But that had to be more exciting than the instructors.
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
Made my day.
You should just antagonize her the whole time.
Really got my metabolism running.
Yeah, it did.
Were you? Are you hoping to coach other people in running?
Yeah.
Ah.
As like a side hustle?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hustle. I get it. It's going to be quite a racket you're going to be running there. And we're off to the races.
All right. So, are you done?
I am done.
All right.
How'd you waste time?
So I watched Jessica Jones too, so I'm going to cross it off my list. We signed Christian up for T-ball. So
did you teach him how to run the bases?
That's what you're for now.
Yeah, somebody's gonna.
Hitting coach, running coach.
Uncle Joe. I don't know how I feel about this. I want him to play sports, but I'm not going to force him to play sports.
Does he like doing it?
He hasn't done it yet.
Oh.
It doesn't start till like May or April.
He doesn't want to force him. Just every night while he sleeps, he slips a bat into bed next to him.
I wonder how my dad's going to be with this, because my dad, as you know, he was a crazy baseball dad. Kind of the reason I quit playing baseball.
So you don't invite him to the games?
No, you can't do that. He's at the end of his he's at the end of his run.
He's had a good run. Right. I was going to say, but we almost hit heads going for that joke.
And he's been living his whole life to see one of his grandkids play baseball.
So one last go around.
None of them have played baseball.
None of them have played sports. There's only 3 grandkids. One doesn't like sports at all. The other 2, one of them is really into like cars and fixing cars, and doing stuff with his hands. And the other one's actually into hockey. He plays hockey. He doesn't play baseball though. He's not into the baseball. I don't know.
Your dad just screams that that's for Canadians. Storms out.
But
we're Americans. God damn it.
My son doesn't. He doesn't really show much interest in sports yet. So we'll see what happens. So I just throw him in there, let him have fun. I'm not gonna get too involved. I don't want to be the crazy dad or anything like that. Because like when my nephews started getting like when my dad started instructing my nephews or tried to instruct them, that's when they stopped like wanting to learn. Because kids these days don't want to get constructive criticism.
Well, it depends how you raise your kids.
Yeah, that's true. But they were like, my nephews are
Mine are all about criticism.
Yeah, no, my nephews are
well trained.
They're all staring at YouTube all day, so they're like, they don't want to hear you telling them they're doing something wrong. My son is always like, show me how to do it. Show me, I want to do it. Show me how to do it. He would never like stop doing it because I'm trying to show him. He would like, Dad, don't do it for me. Show me how to do it, kind of thing. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see what else I didn't lose my wallet. I left my wallet at home the other day. I went to work.
Alana flushed it down the toilet.
I was gonna say.
No, nobody was.
She's usually the culprit behind it.
No, nobody was. It was my fault. The night before work, I put a different jacket on and I put my wallet in that jacket.
You don't check that every time? Like every time I get up, I check keys, wallet, cell phone.
I was too far gone when I hit my pocket, because I usually hit my pocket when I'm pulling out of the driveway. I hit my pocket as I was pulling it onto the highway, and it was too far gone. I would have been late for work if I went back. But it's really hard to get by with just because I borrowed $20 from a friend, and it's really hard to get by during the day on $20. Like I thought it wouldn't be that difficult.
I could do it.
No, I did it, but I was like, why?
Spend like $5 a day.
What do you need?
I had to eat twice.
This is a cafeteria at school.
Yeah, they're expensive. I paid like $8 for lunch.
Or just don't eat.
Get a bagel.
I was hungry.
Or a power bar. It's like $2. Or
No,
don't eat.
Not. Power bars are like $3.
Or act like a man and not eat.
I had to eat. I worked all night.
You make a terrible hobo.
I would make a terrible hobo.
I give up. I need to get a job.
Because I had to work the night job too, so I didn't get home till 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I had to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner all on $20. which was tight.
Excuse me, unemployment? I'm really terrible at this hoboing.
I thought this was
I need a job.
This is the first worldest problem I've ever heard.
All right,
I only had $20.
I thought this was gonna go. I thought this was gonna go a completely different direction.
What did you think it was gonna go? We're gonna commiserate with you.
I thought we were gonna have a discussion about how things are getting out of control, expensive. That's.
Go ahead, Grandpa Steve. Go ahead.
No, that's it. I'm done. I'm done now. I'm not gonna.
No, go ahead.
No, food's expensive. I was very surprised that
yes, food's expensive.
Because I was like, I'll just go to Subway. I'll get a sandwich at Subway.
No,
$13.
Yeah, what?
$13.
So what you order? And then just run out the door screaming?
No, I paid for it. And I ate it. And I just saved. I ate half at lunch.
I
and I ate half at dinner.
I'm not going home now. Stare at the bus driver. Your Subway sandwich. Do you take this?
It says Subway. You let me on the Subway with this?
I got a pack of gum. Can we trade?
No, thank God I drove in that day. But
you drove around without a license?
I drove.
That would bother me
yeah.
way more than not having money.
Yes, sir. From Staten Island to Manhattan, and Manhattan to Brooklyn, and Brooklyn to Staten Island without a license all day. Yeah, and then I was gonna come here and in a podcast, but thank God I had a migraine.
Because he didn't eat.
Seriously, because I didn't eat.
I only had a foot of hero.
Yeah,
I'm so hungry, so hungry.
I ran out of money.
Oh, we're done with that already.
Oh, sorry. Oh. Sorry. All right,
that ran its course.
It did.
It's back.
It did.
It's back. It's done another laugh. It's back.
Did you start Voltron season 5?
I didn't even know it was back yet.
Voltron season 5 is back.
I've been watching Jessica Jones.
There's only like 5 episodes. It's all right.
Why?
I don't know what they're doing. Season 4 was like that too. Season 4 was only like 5 or 6 episodes. But it picks up exactly where it left off.
It must have ran its course.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, I had the ultimate Seinfeld moment. Like, I lived a Seinfeld moment.
Yeah, you didn't have a wallet and tried to live on $20. We just went over it.
Briefcase full of crackers.
No, this one was like... This is like a side story of a Seinfeld skit. Okay? So... in between classes,
he stole a babka from a woman.
No, not really.
He went to the soup Nazi for lunch. He said, "No soup for you."
God, I don't have any money anyway.
You're gonna like this one.
Joke's on you.
So every day,
you saved a whale by pulling a golf ball out of his blowhole.
Yes,
and then the gym teacher popped up, hole in one.
I have this routine. In between third and fourth period, I go to the bathroom because that's usually when I have to go to the bathroom.
Live such a regimented life.
I just go pee.
You made your lunch in the shower?
Yes, I made everybody's lunch in the shower. So I usually just go pee between third and fourth period because I get a little break.
You didn't wash your hands and then you made a chicken.
There are 2 bathrooms, both unisex. So they're single solo bathrooms, so anybody can go in them. Both were taken. So I'm waiting outside, and this guy opens the door.
You were picking your nose?
No. Oh. His name is...
I'm trying to get to a Seinfeld premise.
His name is Mark. And Mark's one of my favorite guys in the world. Mark is just like us. He's very willing to laugh and joke about inappropriate shit. He's fun. He's the accountant at the school. So I go in, and Mark destroyed this bathroom, right? Like, so bad, like, I'm holding my breath peeing because he did such a number on this bathroom, right? So I'm thinking to myself, man, I really hope... Like, when I leave here, there's no one else waiting for the bathroom because they're going to just automatically think it's me because Mark's already gone, right? So I open the door, and who's there? One of the new lady teachers. And I'm like, ah, shit.
You just slammed the door. Slammed the door again.
And I'm like, hi, how are you?
I'm not done yet.
I'm like, how you doing? And I walk away, and she walks right in, and I'm like, damn it, she knows, she thinks that's me, and it wasn't me, and Mark took the friggin', damn it, Mark, right? So.
See, what your play was when you walk out. Give it 5 minutes. I wouldn't go in there if I were you.
Do not go in there. Woo!
So it's not done yet. That's not even the story. So yeah, that's not the story.
Did the smell follow you like Seinfeld in the car?
This is the setup.
The Beast. It's the Beast shirt.
So now
he couldn't sell his jacket to a homeless guy. Tried to trade him for a foot-long sandwich. I have the money. My jacket smells like a fart.
So now I park at the back of the school, right? And there's this exit. There's this exit that I go out when I leave the building right next to my car. So I park right next to this exit so that when I leave school, boom, I'm right in my car. I don't have to walk around the block. Before I go home, before I exit that exit, there's another bathroom, a private bathroom on that floor. That's just a solo bathroom that I hit every day before I leave work.
What a regimen he has.
I go to the bathroom twice a day. I go to the bathroom at like...
It's like Mr. Rogers.
I go to the bathroom at 11, and I go to the bathroom at 2:40. Okay, those are the 2
You are
times.
going to make an excellent old man.
Yes,
I mean...
I hope so.
You are going to ease into that.
Yeah.
Like an old man easing into a whirlpool.
There you go.
You are going to fit so well into old age.
So I go to the bathroom and I walk in and it stinks like shit, right? So I shut the door and I'm like, man, the guys at this school really just, what do they all wait to come to work to friggin' blow up the bathrooms? So I go to the bathroom, I've made my little joke to myself. Well, I leave. Guess who's fucking there waiting for the bathroom? The same chick. The same chick is there, waiting to get in the bathroom. And I'm like, oh, hey, if we keep being like this, people are going to start talking.
She's like, I've been talking. You have a digestive problem.
And
I told everyone.
And she walks right into the goddamn bathroom. And I left with my head hung low. And
not as low as she's hanging it.
Oh, man. But that could, I thought to myself, man, this could have been a side story on a Seinfeld episode. God damn it.
You're going to walk in, she's going to give you a pack of probiotics.
Well, I saw her the next day.
You need this.
I saw her the next day, and she looked, I think she looked at me funny. But that's just me. Maybe it's in my subconscious.
Yeah, she's like, what does he eat?
Why does he keep
what doesn't he eat?
Yeah. Why does he keep shitting at work? Yeah.
You should have just slammed the door.
Last thing that I did, which I just did like an hour ago, I came from Red Sparrow. I watched Red Sparrow.
And you shit in the theater's bathroom.
I did not. I did not go to the bathroom in that bit.
Spill the coffee on your lap.
Nope.
You're trying to sneak it in.
No, this is a different story.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, no, there's different episodes of Seinfeld.
Oh, there's nothing funny about this. Oh. Nothing funny to read. It's a good movie.
That's the best kind of stories. The ones that aren't funny.
It
you thought you were going to see Rochelle.
Yes.
An erotic journey from Milan to Minsk.
Very nice.
I could do this all night.
That's not far off from this movie. This movie had lots of nudity in it. Jennifer Lawrence nudity, so good nudity. Real good
Steve
nudity.
was...
I didn't even think she did that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is really... There are some really raunchy parts, because she's trained to be an assassin by using her looks. She kills people by seduction. That's part of her deal.
Okay.
And that's what the Russians call sparrows. Sparrows are people that use their looks to get information from people. They don't usually kill; they just want information.
Are there any birds in the movie?
And no, there are no birds in the movie. Just the people called sparrows. Red sparrows. It's good. It's a thinking movie. It's not like an action-packed movie. It's one of those like it's like Russia versus U.S. spy kind of thing. Who's tricking who into what, and you really don't know until the end. You keep flip-flopping the whole movie. Who's going against who?
Kind of like Atomic Blonde.
Yeah, but without the action. There's no action there.
That's the fucking best part.
Yeah. No, but this was still entertaining. It was still entertaining because you're constantly thinking, all right, this is where she's gonna screw the Americans. This is where she's gonna screw the Americans, and this is where and it's just good. It's a good twist. Okay. There's a really good twist to it. So I heard it didn't get very good reviews. I'm not sure why, but it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. So that's how I wasted time. So now the main topic tonight. Today we're gonna go through the next round of matchups for the Action Hero March Madness bracket. So, Joe, you want to give us the matchups, or do you want to tell us the tallies?
Sure. So the first matchup was in the Cops segment. It was McClane against Callahan.
Is that even close?
Callahan was Dirty Harry? Was that Dirty Harry?
Yeah. John McClane by a landslide, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so McClane's a winner
That's the
there.
unstoppable juggernaut.
Yes.
Okay.
The second matchup was James Bond against Ethan Hunt.
Okay.
I think that's
Bond had the win, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
By a lot. Hunt only got one vote.
Did he run away with it?
Yeah. Good. He ran away with it.
Nice.
Matchup number 3 was Axel Foley versus RoboCop.
I want to say Foley.
I want to say I would vote for RoboCop.
Okay.
Does it matter?
It almost did. Mm-hmm. Foley wins though.
Okay.
We have Jason Bourne.
Yep.
Against Lethal Weapon.
Jason Bourne.
Mike?
Oh, against the Lethal Weapon guys? Lethal Weapon.
Bourne gets that one.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Riggs and Murtaugh.
Yeah.
All right, so the new matchups. You want to hear the new matchups?
Yep.
All right, the new matchups are McClane versus Foley.
Okay.
McClane wins that.
And Bond versus Bourne.
Okay.
Spy versus Spy. Cop versus Cop. I like it.
It's a cop off. I was just thinking the other day, I wish we had like 2 jacks in the matchup.
Yeah.
Because we could have put them together and said we had a jack off. We didn't. We only had one Jack. We had Jack Reacher.
All right, we could have put
Jack. We could have put Jack Ryan in from Clear and Present Danger. Or any Tom Clancy novel. His main character Jack Ryan. Right?
And we could have just rigged it to make sure they were fighting each other. Are we doing that game you wanted to play?
Well, we could do that. So we have the.
I got them. Yeah.
We have the new matchups.
Do it on the new matchups. Get all the new matchups.
All right. So
get first.
Yeah.
All right.
Joe came up with this idea. We want to explain it.
So someone on our page voted and said this is a great matchup. I would love to see this in a movie. And I was like, oh, well, what if we like took the two competitors, made a title for the movie and a quick like plot on what it is.
Yeah.
So like the next matchup.
So what was one of them?
McLean Foley. Are they buddy cops or are they going against each other?
No, they're buddy cops.
they're buddy
right?
cops, yeah.
They're buddy cops.
What'd you call it?
Oh, man, you can't. You got to think about stuff like this.
Beverly Hills Cop, New York City. Axel Foley gets sent to New York to work with John McClane.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Done.
What about the other one?
Bond and Bourne. They're against each other. US versus UK. MI6 versus CIA.
No, wasn't Bourne part of MI6 as well?
No, Bourne's an American.
Bourne's an American.
Oh,
dude.
Bourne. I'm thinking
Yeah.
Ethan Hunt. Sorry.
No, Jason Bourne. Ethan Hunt's American.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Bond's out to go kill.
Maybe they're out to
Bourne.
get the same guy. Maybe they're both out to get the same guy. Because if you make them working together, that's kind of like that.
What you would want to see is like the Queen gets assassinated and an American gets blamed, but a Russian did it. So now the two of them are against each other and they realize and they're like, no, it's the Russians.
It was Red Sparrow.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Born Another Day.
Born Again.
Born Again.
All right, what's the next category?
Sci-fi.
I like this game so far.
We got the Terminator versus Ash.
Oh, Terminator.
Mike?
Terminator by a mile, right?
Terminator, yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't believe Ash made it that far to the second
Neither
round.
can I.
Yeah.
Who did he beat?
Nada.
Yeah. No, Terminator.
Ash?
No, Terminator beat Nada.
Doug McQuaid.
Okay.
Next matchup is Ripley versus Sarah Connors.
That is such a tough.
I'm gonna go Ripley.
I'm gonna go Ripley too.
Yep, Ripley it is.
Nice. That's a great matchup, though, man.
We got Han Solo versus Neo.
Neo.
Question: who would you voted for in the previous round, Han or Leia?
Leia.
Oh, he would have tipped it the other way.
I would have voted for Leia. Han Solo's great. He doesn't do a lot of action. She does.
That's what everybody was saying.
Yeah.
But the vote came down to Steve.
Was it just me?
Yeah, it was tied. Because I voted for Leia.
Well, Seppi voted too.
Seb, he already counted his.
Oh, okay.
I would have voted for Leia.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were going to send it to the videotape, but we didn't know how long you were going to get to respond to that one.
Yeah.
Could have just texted me.
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
I wanted to leave you alone. Who won that matchup? What was that one? Last
Han.
one? Okay.
Yeah. No, Leia.
This one I'm a little disappointed by.
Oh, wait, who'd he beat?
No, it's
Neo.
He beat Neo?
Yeah.
Han
Get
Solo
outta
beat
here,
Neo.
Rio.
Yeah, 16-5.
Wow. Okay.
Next one
That's
is
a rough matchup. The next one's a rough matchup.
Conan versus Aragorn.
Aragorn. My vote's for Aragorn.
I would vote for Conan.
I would Aragon. Who won?
Aragorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the matchups are Terminator versus Han Solo.
What?
Terminator versus Han Solo.
Oh, he's an intergalactic. The Terminator's got a bounty to go get.
Hired by Jabba the Hutt.
to go get. Yeah, to go get Han Solo.
All right. I don't think Han gets out of that one. Or does he? He's slick.
Episode 14.
Does he-
I'll be back.
Wouldn't you love to see the Terminator rip Chewie's arms off? Because I always talk about how a Wookiee rips your arms off, you don't let him win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I like it. And then
I
the
like
next,
that.
Yeah.
The next one is Ripley versus Aragorn. That's a tough one because they're not in the same
Good luck.
worlds.
Good luck doing that.
I don't know if we can.
I don't know. That's a tough one because it's so far removed from one another.
Does Xenomorphs find a portal to
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
To the Middle Earth?
Yeah. She's got to track him down. I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's a rough one.
Unless the orcs give birth to xenomorphs somehow.
It's a
But then how do you get Ripley there?
It's a prequel to Aliens.
Yeah. There's so many prequel to Aliens. All right, we're not doing that one.
Okay.
Next.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in adventure now.
If anybody else can figure out a plot to the Ripley Aragorn movie, please email it to us.
We got Dutch against Hiller.
Oh, Dutch.
It's Dutch.
Yes.
Dutch all day.
And we got Rambo against Matrix.
John Matrix versus Rambo?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I know Rambo's going to win, but I prefer John Matrix.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll go Rambo.
I'm going Rambo.
It's Rambo by a mile, right?
Yep.
It's going to be Rambo versus Dutch in that category eventually.
Yeah.
That's great matchup.
Then we got Indiana Jones
Mm-hmm.
against Maverick.
Oh, Indiana
Oh,
Jones.
God, I don't care.
Yes.
Indiana Jones. Okay.
And then the last one is Maximus versus Leonidas.
I go Maximus.
Yeah, Maximus.
It didn't even matter. Leonidas didn't get one vote.
I like Leonidas better, but Maximus is better. It's a better movie.
Okay,
All
ready?
right.
Yeah.
Dutch and Indiana Jones What movie?
Oh, I was hoping it'd be Indiana Jones and Maverick.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Indiana Jones is digging up the bones of the oldest fighter pilot ever.
Goose. Yeah, but Dutch and Indiana Jones. So what do they do together? What do they have to find together? Are they going
something related to the Predator?
Yeah, something related to the Predator.
Yeah, he finds some kind of
Predator tech or
something in a jungle.
Yeah.
And then the Predator comes after him, and then Arnold's like, no. He helps him.
He finds Arnold in the jungle.
Yeah.
Arnold never gets out.
Birds of Prey.
All right. And then next up is Rambo and Maximus.
We can't tie that one together.
No? What if Rambo was studying old war theory and he was reading up on Maximus
and falls asleep?
And he falls asleep.
Okay.
And his dream sequence brings him back to Rome.
Yeah, but with none of the modern stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just he'd be a gladiator.
Yeah.
Rambo would have to be a gladiator.
I give that one to Maximus.
No, not against each other.
Oh.
Maybe he's
that
his
would
mentor.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? Maybe Maximus is the old gladiator that made it through, and now he's just an old man that everyone loves as the best gladiator. And
kind
Rambo,
of like a
Rocky,
Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah,
like
kind of.
matchup?
Yeah, or like Gladiator. Wasn't there like the guy who released him from being a gladiator was the best gladiator?
Well, no, like
right?
they took people from like different
yeah,
like
but the old man
yeah
who bought Maximus
Right.
was a gladiator who won his freedom.
Yes.
Imagine that, like you have that scene where he grabs the sand before every fight.
Yeah.
And then you just see Rambo put on his bandana.
Yeah.
There you go.
That would be great.
I like it.
What we call it?
Oh man. What was the other one?
First sandal.
First sandal. I don't know. We'd have to think about that one. Well, we give that to the listeners.
Because it's Rambo First Blood, Rambo First Blood Part 2. I don't remember what 3's called.
Rambo Old Blood.
Old Blood. And what's the last one?
The last one is Revenge.
Revenge.
And the first matchup is
John Wick wins.
Yes. John Wick versus Death Wish.
Paul from Death Wish?
That's John Wick.
That's a pretty good one, though.
Yeah, but John Wick.
Yeah.
That'd be a good movie.
The revengiest revenge.
Yeah. Oh, Death Wish is pretty revengey.
Yeah, because his family died.
Right.
Again, murderous rampage over your dog.
Right.
Still winning.
Yeah.
What else? Like, the only thing worse is, like, they interrupted me and my cookies burned. Now everyone needs to die. Like
that happened to Marie last week.
6 people are still missing.
William Wallace versus Mad Max.
William Wallace.
That's a Gibson off.
It was.
What'd you say?
William Wallace.
Yes. And then we have Inigo Montoya versus The Crow.
And Hugo Montoya.
I'll go Crow.
Doesn't matter.
Hugo Montoya.
Yep. The last matchup is Snake Plissken versus Frank Dukes.
How did Snake Plissken make it this far?
Because it's a good movie.
Frank Dukes all the way.
Yeah, Frank Dukes.
Okay.
Okay, USA.
That was a tie. It was a tie, and you guys broke the tie.
Really?
Yep.
Frank Dukes wins?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so we got John Wick.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay,
go ahead.
John Wick versus Inigo Montoya.
Yes.
How do you bring that in?
John Wick's the man that killed his father.
I think this is.
Or does he hire the man? Or does he hire him to kill the man who killed his
father? Or
father?
they say this is a team up. You have Inigo Montoya. You killed my friend's dog. Prepared to die.
Yeah, this might be a team up. I was thinking team up. Yeah, because Inigo Montoya can't beat John Wick in a fight. Inigo Montoya can't beat anybody in a fight. He gets stabbed left and right by everybody.
Yeah.
The 6-fingered man.
Maybe he helps John Wick because someone killed John Wick's father.
Something else of John Wick's dies.
Yeah.
And then Inigo Montoya has to help him.
Yeah.
All right, and then the last one.
I mean, yeah, they're separated by 800 years of history, but whatever.
The last one was William Wallace versus Frank Dukes. How do you have a kung fu underground Irish kickboxing?
Bravesport.
Bravesport. That's it. I don't care what the story is.
Yeah.
That's the name.
I'm telling you, it's an underground Irish kickboxing ring.
Like a fight club?
Yeah, but it's not the...
It's an ancestor of William Wallace.
Who is? The okay.
That has to fight Frank.
No, I think it's an ancestor of Frank Dukes that goes to Scotland where they started this tournament.
Well, the Kumite. So
Yeah.
what would it be called? It would be called something
Just a
else.
row. Started in a bar.
They have to all wear kilts to get in.
Yeah.
To fight in it. The password's Guinness or something. Yeah. Okay.
Haggis.
Haggis.
What's the line William Wallace says in that movie? They could take our life, but they can never take our freedom.
Yeah.
And then you just see somebody on the other side just give a big thumbs up.
You gotta paint your face blue. There's someone with the blue face.
Hey, okay, Scotland.
Yeah, there you go. Bravesport. That's gonna be the title of this episode. Bravesport runs away with it.
Yes.
That's the title of this fucking crazy shit episode.
We really ran that off the rails.
Oh man. Okay. Give Tony a lead in for Comic Book Corner, Mike.
Take it away, Tony. Pew.
Comic Book Corner, brought to you by Comic Book Jones, located at 2220 Forest Avenue in Staten Island, and Royal Collectibles at 9601 Metropolitan Avenue in Queens, New York. Visit these fine establishments for all of your comic book needs.
So we're going to continue with our interviews that we usually do. And this one is by a man named Joe Barbosa. And Joe was the last person that we interviewed at the New Jersey New Jersey Shore Comic Show.
Right.
He has a book that's called Simon's Circus, Nothing But Insult, and it's kind of like it looks like a comic strip. Looks like a comic strip you would find in the Daily News, and it's like adult humor, and it's really funny. And Joe was a great guy. He sat down with us. He's friends with us now on Facebook. He interacts with us all the time now. He was voting on a lot of the matchups I saw. So here's our interview with Joe, so I hope you enjoy it. So I'm here with Joe Barbosa at the New Jersey Comic Show in Toms River, New Jersey. How you doing, Joe?
I'm good. How you doing? I'm sorry. I was say thanks for having me.
No worries, man. So I walked by your table, and I love the art style. It's that cartoon, the comic strip art style, which I love. And you have a book called Simon's Circus.
Right.
And you started telling me about it, and you were telling me this is not a kid's book.
Exactly.
And that's when I said, all right, I got to interview this guy. So tell me more about it.
All right. Well, I actually made this up. God, this is going like 15, 20 years is when I actually started this. I love drawing the superhero stuff, but then sometimes that just gets so time consuming. So I started doing skits here and there, and they just started to develop. And the first thing I do was this elephant. The whole story with the circus is the elephant hates the clowns.
Okay.
He just wants to kill them, beat the shit out of them, anything to destroy them. He cannot stand clowns.
All right.
And Simon this is actually a character of my grandfather. When my grandfather passed away, I didn't have a name for the skit yet, but I was just always coming up with crazy stuff with the circus. I think I just remember when I was little, my grandfather taking me to the circus.
Right.
So when he passed away, I said, you know what, let me do a character of him. And his middle name is Simon.
Yeah.
And I'm actually named after my grandfather, so my name is Joseph Simon.
Yeah.
So then I said, Simon's Circus. I just thought that was a catchy name.
It is. It definitely is.
So, all right, yeah, thanks. And then I started to just add characters. So let me show you here the character page. My wife is a nurse, so I made a character of her, and she's the circus vet.
Very nice.
She's the only one who's got a normal, common sense in the skit. Everyone else is crazy. Like I said, Eddie is the main character. He's the elephant, and he loves golf, loves superhero comic books. Metal Mox is his favorite, which this is the next book I'm coming out with.
Okay.
This will be out in April.
Continuity.
Yep. So there's a couple of skits in here where he is arguing with the clown because the clown loves this other superhero. His name is Nightstick.
Okay.
And they argue back and forth about who's the better superhero.
That's great.
So they're ready to fight each other, and there's just constant.
You want any dice?
Most of this is just them fighting in here. And what you find out towards the end of the book is Eddie's got a secret about the clown's mom.
Oh, man.
And he can't win.
Oh, man.
He tells it to them in a song.
Eddie's a dog.
Eddie is a prick and a half, let me tell you. He is a ball buster. And also I have a bear in here, and his name is just Bear.
Where can we get these comics?
These are available on Amazon. And
that's a trade. That's as big as a trade paperback.
Yeah. This is my first book, and my friend actually told me about it because he has my friend's name is Ted Riddle. I think he follows follows you guys as well.
Okay.
And he's got a book called CompuMech. His company name is Monolith Comics, and he does his book on Amazon through CreateSpace. He's the one who told me about this, so I just came out with this last month.
Nice.
And I could print these. Amazon prints them, and I could order them as well. Mm-hmm. And I just go to comic book stores and see if they'd be willing to sell them.
Awesome.
Yeah. And one of my favorite skits here. Let me show this one to you. Not that it.
Joe's going through through your artwork portfolio, and there's one titled "The Fart," which is amazing. And there's very little words, and I don't think there needs to be many words.
Yeah, because the words aren't in there. Let me see if I can find it over here.
That's amazing.
Here. That's somewhere in this book. Oh, the complaints. That's my daughter's favorite one, actually. The complaint. The complaint is a two-parter. Oh, there it is. There's the fart. All right, and this is a character I did of myself when I was back in college. They said we had to do a comic strip about ourselves. Back then, I had a goatee.
Uh-huh.
So I drew him. God, this is 15 years ago or so. So I said, let's make him the caretaker of the circus.
Oh man!
So he's all happy that he's in the room alone. He's looking around. There's no one to the left of him. There's no one to the right of him. He's got the all clear to bust some major ass. But who walks in but Cheryl? right as he's ripping it. But lucky for him, he says that he's like, oh, lucky for me, you have no sense of smell. And she says, yeah, but I can still hear. And she wasn't happy with that.
Is that an ongoing joke that she has no sense of smell in the book?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And this is the only skit that mentions it, but yeah, there will be more with that. And the guys want to find out. She's got to be lying. She's got to be able to smell. But
very good,
Girl
man.
Scout cookies.
Are you on any social media outlets? Where can we find you there?
On Facebook under 3 Kids Comics, Kids with a Z.
Okay.
Let's see here. You can see it better here.
Okay.
3 Kids Comics on Facebook, and I'm on Instagram.
Okay, very good.
And I am working on a website as well.
Are there any other projects you're working on, or is this pretty much it?
Metal Mox will be the next one. Yeah, Simon Circus is my first book, and I'm actually working on the second one as well. And Metal Mox is a superhero comedy as well.
Okay.
If you could just see the back of this page, he's excited that he's getting his own comic book. He's got a hot girl hanging on him, and she's like, yeah, but it's not coming out till April, so come back to bed.
Very good.
And the other superhero's pissed because he's in the book as well, but there's no mention of him. He wants his own comic book, but he's not getting one. He's basically going to be Robin to Metal Mox's Batman.
Very cool. Joe, thank you so much for your time, man. I appreciate it. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that interview as much as we did. Joe was a great guy, and go out and get this book, Simon Circus. I think you can find it on Amazon. I'm sure he said it in the interview, but it's really cool. And he's got another book coming out called Metal Box, which is coming April 2018, which is right around the corner. So it's really funny. It's a cute book. If you like comic strips, daily comic strips, with a little bit of adult humor, it's really funny. There was one.
You should run right out and get it.
You should run right out and get it. Like Joe likes the one about farting. There's one about date nights. There's a whole bunch of them. So they're good. They're good ones. Joe, did you read any books?
I didn't, but we have to talk about?
Oh, what do we have to talk about?
Let's talk about our friend Todd Nauck.
Yeah, let's talk about Todd Nauck.
It was 2 weeks in a row we left him hanging.
Yeah, we forgot, but I put him at the front of the show.
Yes. We purchased some art from him.
We did.
What'd you get?
I purchased 2 things from him, didn't I? Or was it just one thing? No, just one thing. You purchased 2 things from him. I purchased, he started this new thing where he does a 10-minute warm-up sketch every day. And the only reason I bought this is because you bought the Post-it note.
Yes.
I watched Todd Nauck for the past year or so. I turned Joe on to watching Todd Nauck, and Joe texts us and he's like, "Oh, I bought a Todd Nauck piece." And I'm like, "Really? How'd you do that?" And he's like, "I don't know. I fucking emailed him." And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know you could do that." So I went on immediately that night.
Now you know.
And now you know.
And knowing is half the battle. News with Joe.
And he was doing this 10-minute sketch show. It's a Joker. It's a piece of Joker art.
Yeah.
And he only has 10 minutes to draw it. He sets a timer, and he does the pencil work, and he does all the color that he can in 10 minutes. And when the clock stops, he stops. And it was
run out of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've never seen him draw the Joker before, so I was like, I got to see.
What you're saying is it's a race against the clock.
Yes. Very good. And I emailed him that night. I emailed him like 1 o'clock in the morning that night. I was like, I Instagram messaged him. I was like, do you happen to have the Joker piece still? I would be interested in buying it. By the time I was getting in the Holland Tunnel the next morning at 6, 7 a.m., he contacted me back which had to be really late because he's in California.
Right.
That had to be like 4 a.m. that he got back to me at some point, and he was like, "Yeah, it's still available, and here's how much it is if you want it." And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And yeah, that's my piece. I love it. It's not that big. It's only like 6.5 by 4.5 or something like that, but it's really beautifully done. What you get?
I had purchased it's a little Post-it, but of Stratos from Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
And it's full color and everything. It for that little space that he drew it on.
Like, it's a legit Post-it note.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, that's how I found him. I was searching YouTube, and I was like, how to draw Daredevil? And I was like, I want to learn how to draw Daredevil. So his was the first thing that came up, and he did Daredevil on a red Post-it note. I was like, holy shit, this guy's doing it on a 2.5 by 2.5 Post-it note, and it looks more detailed than like comic books that I've seen. I was like, this is amazing. And then I was like, let me subscribe to him. And I went to his channel, and he has, every week for like 3 years, he did a Post-it note video, and he still does them. And then I just got hooked on this guy. So didn't you get another piece too?
I did a sketch. I bought one of his sketches as well. I got a Jessica Jones sketch.
I love that sketch.
It looks great.
Yeah, it looks good. Man.
I just recently started watching him, and I'll whenever I can catch his live post of the sketches.
Yeah.
Like, his process makes so much sense when you like watch him draw.
Mm-hmm.
There's no like add this here because you have to. It's just follow like where you want things to go, and he makes it like blend very well.
Yeah.
And he explains you why he's doing this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's interesting.
Yeah.
He answers questions while he draws. He tells you about himself a lot. He talks comic books and movies and stuff. So he's a lot of fun. I really enjoy him. I learned a lot from him.
Have you been watching his X-Men one?
Oh, dude, I never miss a minute of what he draws.
I was showing Mike that because I started watching it the other day, and he'd finished like 90% of that spread page.
Yeah.
And he was working on 3 characters in the corner, and they're probably like 2 inches in size.
Right.
And to watch him like draw like the shape, and then start to add just a little bit of detail, so like what you want where. And then once he gets that base in, he goes right to ink.
Yep.
There's like no room for
detail.
error.
There's no room for error, and it still amazes me that people can do that.
Yeah.
It's unreal. Because he just gets the basic outline of what he wants to do. Puts a little line where the nose is supposed to be, puts a little line where the mouth's supposed to be, and then just starts drawing lips and noses and things. Like, I'm nowhere near that level. I have to my pencils, like, I try to make everything as crisp as I can so I can go over them nice with ink. And he's got such a cool style. Like, there's you look at a Todd Nauck piece and you're like, that's a Todd Nauck piece. Yep. His lips, his noses are very unique.
I was showing Mike the poster for the Where's Wolverine.
Yeah. Oh, it's in the books now.
Yeah, that'd be great as a poster.
Yeah,
that would really be great.
There's
as a poster.
100 characters on that.
At least
there's over 100.
And like we were looking at it, he goes like, look at the detail on all these characters. He goes, A, I don't know half of them.
Right.
And B, to lay that out.
Yeah.
You watched that X-Men piece, which was probably 20 characters.
30 something.
And they were just shapes of the people.
Yeah.
But like to put them in poses and to know what pose you're gonna do.
In that one, he has like people on one corner, like shooting something that hits someone on another corner, like spread across the whole picture.
Right.
Like, and that was done as 4 boards.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of ability to manipulate characters in space over that large a space is really impressive.
Layering them. Yep. And what's coming forward, what's more recessed. He does a really
I would
good job.
that one would be really nice as a poster because it's got every major Marvel character on it, like every one.
Well, he did that. He did a similar one for Secret Empire, and they made that into a poster. So maybe they'll make this into a poster. And like when you look at it in the comic, I don't know how big that comic book is. Maybe 11 by I don't know. It's a little bit bigger than a piece of paper. I guess 11 by 8, but it's bigger than that. But he did it on 11.5 by 17 boards. So 2 of those, be 22 by 34. That's still not that big of a space.
Not for the amount of characters he drew.
For the 120 characters or whatever the hell he drew. So, I'm really surprised he's not in more books.
That's what Mike was saying.
That's what I said. Like, he's not really not in. He's not drawing a lot of books. No. Hardly anything.
He does a lot of variant covers. He did, you should read it, he did a Nightcrawler run with Chris Claremont.
Right.
And Chris Claremont said that's one of his favorite things he ever did with X-Men.
You know what it is, though? Like, if he has that big a following on...
Well, he's starting to get stuff now.
If he sells 2 or 3 drawings a day, like a couple $100 a day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, he did a 10-minute sketch and I gave him $50.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not making $50 in 10 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
No. And Joe bought something that night, so he made for 20 minutes of work, he made $100.
That's what I mean. Like he could be making a nice living.
I'm
doing
sure
that.
he does.
And how much of that is reportable income?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I
'Cause
mean,
he did that. He does that once a day, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you figure one sketch and everything that he posts gets sold.
Yeah. I mean, he has a pre-Comic-Con list that you can make, and it's really hard to get on his list because I tried last time and it didn't work. I'm going to try again this year for New York Comic-Con. But you have to go on the night before. You got to go onto his website, and he gives you a password, and you have to email him with the password, and he only takes the first 10 people that email him. So it's almost impossible to get because he can only draw so much.
Right.
Because he's trying. It's called pre-con concessions. So he draws them before he gets to the con. Because when he gets to the con, people bombard him with even more drawings that he has to do. And I missed him the last time, but when I got there, I was like, "Do you have anything that's already drawn that I could look at that I could just purchase?" And he goes, "Yeah, here's my portfolio." And I'm looking through, and I'm like, "Oh, I can't spend any of this. I can't spend this kind of money." And the drawings were amazing, and they were $400, $600, $800, depending on how big they were. And then there was this one little one, and I'm like, "I don't know who this girl is." I was like, "I'm pretty sure she's an X-Man."
Right.
I was like, "I know she's not Jubilee, but she kind of looks like Jubilee." I was like, "But it's $80, and it's on like a comic book backing board, which is fairly nice size and full color." I was like, "I'll take it. I want to have a Todd Nauck picture and hanging in my wall, so I'll take it." I spent $80 on it.
$80
It was
for
Dazzler.
Like a couple hours worth of work.
Yeah, not even. Yeah, probably an hour for him. Probably an hour for him.
Again, $80 an hour.
Right.
It's a good gig.
And because he's been hanging on to that probably for a while.
Yeah.
He's probably like, "Really? You want that one?" I'm okay.
Yeah.
Wrap it up for you. But yeah, definitely go check him out, artoftoddnauck.com, and you can just search Todd Nauck on Instagram. So no books for you this week? Or you didn't get to read them yet? Did you buy any?
I bought last week's and I bought this week's.
Okay. So. Anything you're looking forward to reading?
I have a stack of 4 or 5 different title runs that I haven't worked through yet.
All right. Well, I got a couple. Stop me if you read any of them. I won't spoil them. Infinity Countdown? This is the new Marvel line?
I don't plan on reading that.
You know what? The only reason I bought this was because I was getting rung up, and the 2 comic book guys were chit-chatting while they were ringing me up, and was like, "Oh, did you read Infinity Countdown? It was really good." And I was like, fuck it, all right, I'll take one. Not that good. Not that good.
I'm not surprised.
They're setting up, where you find the stones, I guess.
Okay.
And Wolverine leaves one of the Infinity Stones for Black Widow in a toilet. He hides it in the top of a toilet, he upper decks it in the top of a toilet, and she finds it, and I'm like, I'm not.
Is he speaking with your kids?
Yeah. He talks to Alana and says, "Where should I hide this?"
Really? Who came up with this idea?
Yeah. So I don't know. So I'm not going to keep going with that. Krypton's coming out on Sci-Fi next week. Yeah. So in a promotion for that, DC released The World of Krypton, which was a comic from the 80s. Which I guess is a little history of Krypton,
right?
Before Superman. I didn't read it yet, but I'm assuming it has to go with the show because the cover of the comic, it's a full comic book. It's a reprint right from the 70s, and they gave it out for free. The cover of it is artwork for the new TV show on Sci-Fi Network. But so I was like, oh, I wonder if this is a new book. I thought they did a new piece of artwork to promote the show, maybe as a lead-in. And I opened it up, and it's all 1970s kind of Jack Kirby world color and drawing, and I'm like, oh. This is kind of cool, and I read the publishing date on it. It was from 1978 or something like that. So it's a reprint. I didn't get to read it yet, but I'm gonna read it. So if you go to your comic book store, make sure you get your free.
They try to give them. I don't want it.
Oh, okay. So it was in my store gives out a newspaper,
right?
Comic newspaper. It was inside there. I didn't even see it. So I didn't get to read that yet though. Hal Jordan, you don't read that, right?
Nope.
Oh, dude, this book is so good. It's coming on at the end of this run called Zod's Will.
Okay.
Where the Green Lanterns come across this planet that has been taken over by Zod and his wife and his kid, and they escape from the Phantom Zone, and they're on this planet, and they're like gods on this planet because there's 2 yellow suns for this planet, so they're super, super strong.
Okay.
And the whole run, it's 5 issues so far, and there's one more to go, where Kyle and Hal are supposed to go there to check up on something, and they realize that the Zods are there, and they get taken prisoner by the Zods.
The Zods.
Right? The Zods.
The sitcom right there.
Actually, it's pretty funny. But the Zods take them prisoner. They beat the shit out of these lanterns and take them prisoner. And Kyle has to go back and get help. But it's a really good book so far. So it's all the Green Lanterns have to go fight the Zods because that's what it takes to beat 3 Kryptonians on a planet with 2 yellow suns. So that's really good. And the artwork is just unbelievable. Sideways. Have you kept up with Sideways?
I didn't buy Sideways.
It's good.
It's good?
It's good, man. You really like it. You're a Spider-Man fan. You're going to like this one. The first issue kind of ends with him abusing his power or doesn't know how to use his power. And there's some entity.
So a great power, no responsibility.
Yeah, something like that. It really is like Spider-Man. But there's some like entity. It's almost like a Watcher, but for DC. And it's like, dude, I can't let you keep abusing the power like this.
The Observer.
Something like that. It really is something like that. And he's like, I can't I'm taking your power away because I can't let you keep abusing it. And the kid like, okay, sure. And he riffs away from him. Like real clever, you know? Yeah, so check that out. It's really cool. So far, I really enjoy it. But it's just like Spider-Man. They're getting away with ripping off Spider-Man really good. But they do it well.
I'm surprised.
And the guy who's writing it is DiDio. And the last thing I read was the new Darth Vader book, which is okay. It's okay.
You like the Star Wars runs.
Yeah. The new Vader's all right. I'm going to keep with it. It's interesting. And now, time for Social Shit Time.
It's time once again for your favorite segment. What time is it?
Social Shit Time!
All right!
So, on Social Shit Time, I threw out the question that Joe brought up at the beginning. What is one thing you could say at the dinner table that you can also say in bed? And
Slow down, you're going to get a stomach ache.
Stop slurping, it's rude.
Well, I have a couple of hours that we came up with.
Oh, yeah. So you want to hear ours first?
We have, I said, I'm finished, may please be excused. We have, it's from my coworker, is Grandma coming?
Oh, is Grandma coming is hysterical.
You said you got sauce on your face.
I did.
We got, how do you like your meat? Don't talk when your mouth's full. This smells fishy.
Ew.
When's dessert? This is really salty. Don't eat so fast you'll choke. Stop playing with it and just eat it. Stop slurping, it's rude.
Those are all mine. No one answered me.
That was it.
All right, so here's what some of our fans said. So we're going to pick a winner, and that winner is going to get 2 pins sent to them. All right, so whoever comes up with the best innuendo here.
Okay.
All right. So Dust Country Jeff says, this tastes good. Tom Van Zant says, kids, you better put Grandpa's sausage in your mouth right now or you aren't finished until those bellies are full. Wohan.
They should be crickets.
Yes.
Delicately placed in there.
Wohan.
Jesus, Tom Van Zandt. I don't know if you understand the way this is supposed to work.
Wohan Show says, I like it pink. This is really moist. At Librarian Kate says,
fucking ham-fisted approaches to this.
That's pretty impressive how you handle your meat.
Okay.
All right. That's better than like the other one. Like, it's a penis, eat it. Like, come on. Jesus.
Not Podcast 1, which is not another nerdy podcast, says, I'm not sure I should put this in my mouth. I think it has mold on it.
Okay.
Vrod says, don't just stare at it, eat it. Tom Van Zant trying again.
Oh, good.
One more time.
It's a redemption.
Grandma always has such nice spread.
I like that one.
That's a little redemption. A little redemption for Tom Van Zant. Not another nerdy podcast trying again. I really hope I'm not going to regret eating this. Dork of All Trades podcast says, geez, Daddy, you got sauce everywhere.
Oh, my God.
They tried again. Dork of All Trades. Do I want a thigh or a breast?
Okay.
Superhero Speak. Everything tastes better with cream on it.
All right, getting better.
Phil Batista, our number 3 fan. You're not going anywhere until you finish eating everything in front of you.
Okay.
Dork of All Trades again. Another 2 from Dork of All Trades. Can you butter my cob while I glaze your ham?
What? Who's ever said that?
They tried one more time. Grandma, did you just fart? Superhero Speak one more time. This doesn't smell fresh. The Red on You podcast. I got a hair in my mouth. That's not bad. That's not bad. Another one. The Red on You podcast. Refreshing. Puck at Matt Puckett 16 says, who wants stuffing? Frankel words. This bone is hard.
What?
Jason Gibbs. That's not as dry as it looks. Alfredo. Mommy's meatloaf is always tasty and savory. Daddy can't help but end up with a messy face.
Oh my God.
Martin Wallace. Don't worry, I'm assured that the lobster didn't even feel that. Sea salt. At official sea salt. I'm full. Fill me up. Yummy. More oil, please. I love the way it feels inside me. Wow. Who says that at the dinner table?
Who says that in bed?
May I be excused? Well, what? I love the way it feels inside me? I've heard that before. May I be excused? Do you like it? That's not bad. Do you like it? I don't know. Martin Wallace. Did he already say something? But Martin Wallace. Who wants seconds?
Okay.
That's not that bad.
That's not too bad.
Stuart McQueen. Who wants a sausage? Had to do it to him. Says, the breast is so juicy and tender. Kaya says, I like the meat between the legs.
Who's ever said... What does that even mean? There's nothing between the legs on a turkey. It's a giant opening.
The stuffing. Storm Raven says, it's not dessert, it's Jell-O. This meat...
Boo. Even Homer Simpson, boo.
This meat seems right.
Boo.
Here comes the gravy. I'm stuffed. Had to do it to him. You got sauce all over your face. Oh, that one's acceptable. I said that in the text message. And Rob says, Cousin Natalie, are you going to swallow that? Those are all the ones. Did anybody win?
Pick a random winner. Just pick a random winner.
The winner is Granny, did you fart?
Oh.
Yeah. The dork of all trades. Grandma, did you just fart? You win. Give me... All right, which one out of ours do you think was the funniest one? Out of the text messages.
Oh, jeez, you had a really good one.
I like the slurping one.
That was a good one.
Stop slurping, it's rude. That you've heard people say that to little kids. I was trying to think of what you could say to a little kid at a dinner table. Stop playing with your food.
Yeah.
Stop playing with it and just eat it. That was one of mine.
I like
that
don't
one.
choke. Don't eat so fast you'll choke.
Right.
Stop playing with it and just eat it.
Yeah, that's funny one. I like that one.
But that's the line from Psycho, not American Psycho, isn't it? Oh, no, don't stare at it, eat it.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right, so join the conversation on Facebook.com.
Or don't.
/Dinner and a Podcast. Check out our Instagram and our Twitter at Dinner and a Podcast. And email us any questions and comments at dinnerandapodcast@gmail.com. Big thanks to Andrew Brookes for the amazing artwork that he does and the amazing animations that he makes for our YouTube channel. Check those out by searching Dinner and a Podcast on YouTube and look at Andrew's other work on his website, andrewbrooksportfolio.com. Check out Alejandro Rosado, who made our amazing artwork for us. You can follow him on Twitter and on Instagram at AleroArt. Will Shelton for the awesome theme song. Follow him on SoundCloud at William_Shelton. And lastly, a big thanks to Tony Wolf, who's the voice you heard on all the bumpers during the show. Follow him at Tony Wolfness on Twitter and on Instagram. And until next week, I'm Steve.
I'm Joe.
I'm Mike.
Suck it, Sale.
I always sweat when I eat.